Hello and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D, the Argent Flame. I'm your not-so-humble Dungeon Master, TJ, and I have the distinct pleasure of having joined me...
I'm Adam. I play Boots Garnet Flake right now. That's what we're going for with his name. And the DM made a mistake last week and gave me a gun.
Oh, dear.
I'm Kevin. I play Cole Bodison, and I'm actually terrified that he has a gun.
I'm excited to see what you do with it.
I'm Kenton. I play Argus Firebeard, our Dwarf Cleric of the Light. And parenting tip number 2. Do not mix unknown substances together without adult supervision.
Why not? What could go wrong?
Guess what TJ forgot to do? Change the stereo setting for the microphone.
We have been reminding all the time.
Yeah, I know. The one time you don't remind me. There we go.
He broke us of the habit, and then we stopped doing all the tech stuff.
Look,
Well, you added new tech things. We got to double check.
yeah, well, that's
you
the
on.
thing. That the last time that we recorded, it was my first time recording the Baker's Dozen at this new mission control center. So I had to take
Switch back.
put it over here, switch it over, and so a bunch of new stuff happened. But I'm sorry. That gave you a little bit more time to come up with it. What did I?
I'm
You were
prepped.
prepared?
I'm prepped.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
I'm Noelle. I play Thresheni Unkmoot, the Kenrin blade singing wizard, and my PSA actually dovetails quite nicely off of yours. From your friendly neighborhood mage. Mixing good berries with other magical components intravenously may have side effects, including burning eyes, shooting moonbeams from your fingernails, and more. Talk to your doctor to learn more.
Again, what's wrong with any of that?
Love this shit.
I don't understand. I feel a little targeted.
I'm pretty sure you
dog.
should.
That could work.
All 3 of those have been about me specifically.
You did be like, cast this spell in the syringe, and I cast this spell. And then again, it just makes me think of making mud pies in the yard and just be like, eat it.
We worked it together on
if you
that
put
one.
it-
It was,
Yeah, now I get a lot.
And the look of
I'm like,
pure joy on your face when you found
Get
it.
soup, like actual soup.
No, but they'll put
It always,
apples
it
and a
always
bunch
tends
of
to be an
Here's
explosion.
our stew.
You've seen that one.
Yeah.
The Warforged.
Sorry.
Do you teach them how to cook at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're just like, what if I just blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah? We should make them eat it.
The 5-year-old made scrambled eggs last night.
Oh, okay, great.
Like,
So why don't you make them eat it? Be like, oh, you made soup with crab apples?
they don't want me to actually eat it. They're not that.
Oh, okay. So, I would
Tea party
absolutely be
style
like,
soup.
Dad, why aren't you eating my acorn stew? Like, why aren't you eating it?
Hey, you
I
do
boiled
it right.
acorns.
Acorns
My
stew's delicious,
9-year-old
just not that
loves
one.
to get books from cookbooks from the library. That's
Aw,
what
that's
she
cute.
does. She made sweet potato fries last night for dinner.
that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like
It's awesome, man.
out of her recipe book.
That's great.
And then,
I'm telling you, just bring your kids over. We'll take care of it. Go ahead.
So I am Cody, and I play Log Jamming. And if you thought that was brain dead before, well, fuck you.
You really are not super.
I know. You got content warning before the episode starts.
Maybe what we need to do is figure out a way, as soon as he comes on screen, to flash content warning on the bottom of the screen.
You're
Maybe
not
we can do that
family
in post.
friendly.
I don't know.
Still
Just
one
be
of my
like,
favorite characters.
Just don't add us,
warning,
please.
this character is highly abrasive. Oh, sweetheart. All right, so announcements. In a couple weeks, you guys probably won't see this just quite yet, but in a couple weeks, hopefully soon we'll be posting a game where we all play Abraxas Games Sea of War. So that'll come out sometime soon. So stay tuned for that. Abraxas Games goes to a bunch of Comic-Cons and other cons around the area. They'll be coming out. Like I said, they had that new game Sea of War, so do check it out. And we'll be playing it so that we can help promote them and they can help promote us and all that cool stuff. It's a really cool card game with actually physically moving the cards around the table, where you play as a legion of ships, and it's pretty cool. You should check it out. Other than that, what else do we have going on? Not much, right? So go ahead, talk.
Oh, Theo is just not able
Oh,
to join
Theo's
us
not here today. That's okay. In the mountains, skiing. That's totally cool. Taking a break, of course, a nice mental health break. We all need those. So yeah, it's gonna be us today. No worries. Anybody else have any announcements? No? Great. Okay, you guys want to play some D&D?
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Nah.
Awesome. Great. So then, without further ado, before we get into it, let's do a little bit of a recap, shall we? You guys remember what happened last time?
Mostly.
Things.
Mostly.
Definitely,
That's things.
definitely the last
Fire, combat.
I'm gonna tell you.
somebody lost a brain.
Somebody lost it.
The lost brain.
Someone became a scarecrow.
And I decided to inject
Somebody got a cool new eye.
experimental
Right.
See how long it lasts.
elixir.
For all we know, he can now have a continual flame eye. It's just
It could be pretty darn
It
cool.
could be like the coolest fucking thing.
So I have like the eye patch and I lift it up and I was like,
Right. Intimidation check.
Very like Blackbeard style. I love it.
Cole's
Alright,
like, hey, log, I can't see. There you go.
another lantern.
Very like
Yeah.
moody, but like 10 times cooler.
That'd be great. I could get rid of my light spell then.
All right, let's do it then.
Heck,
So-
unconscious. We can just, like,
After sifting through the remnants and contents of the broken cart and debating what should be done next, Argent Flame find a left-behind badge of Clan Tok'rent, leaving them to believe that a member of said clan was once here, as well as others. Boots finds a black powder pistol in a hidden compartment of the cart before the party follows the trail of blood, leading off into a side tunnel. Bumbling down a stone slide, the group encounter an injured dwarf, Naslin Tok'rent, who claimed to have the ownership of the collateral items of the debtors that he was transporting to work camps. It's a little loud. Just turn that down just a tad. Transported to work camps. After throwing money at the party and offering them a reward, he convinces the gang to rescue the debtors, or at least retrieve their collateral. Conk is charged with keeping Naslin safe as the group delves further into the cavern. As the stone widens to a larger chamber, Tweg scouts ahead, finding a pile of humanoid bodies, missing the tops of their skulls and their brains. Suddenly, the stone walls of the chamber start to move as blind grimlocks assail the group, accompanied by large brains with dog-like legs. The endless throngs of grimlocks continue to peel off the walls, responding to the sound of the battle in progress. One of the brain dogs blasts Log with a psionic siphon, stunning him into a permanent catatonic state, while the rest of the party do their best to fend off the horde. Argus immolates the pile of brainless bodies that the brain dogs seem to be coming from, while the Sky Lounge is summoned. The party's splits and distractions are made in an attempt to prevent alerting the remaining walls of grimlocks. Some backtracking is made within the pile of bodies and cinders is quickly looted. Eventually, the Argent Flame reconvenes in the previous chamber, Log bound to the back of Softgood's tiger form, before Zemdak bravely, or foolishly, depending on your perspective, backtracks to further loot to the charred masses of debtors, finding a locket in the detritus. Boots returns, battered and bruised, but alive. Naslin continues to throw money at the troop of adventurers as they all return to the broken cart. The cart is repaired as deals in payment for rescue and retrieval are drawn up. The gang travel a bit more before resting, haunting Naslin with eerie whispers. Along their travels, Samael the Gel makes an appearance and converses with Boots along the way, giving him a music box. A few days pass with travel while Log struggles with the void in his subconscious, hearing the voices of his friends and unconsciously summoning a hostile shadow wolf. The party comes across a tunnel in which several ethereal forms are mining an area rich in wealth of precious metals and gemstones. The group opts to avoid it and moves on. A ritual of sorts is conducted as alchemy, magic, herbalism, prayer, and spellcraft are combined in an attempt to revive Log from his stupor. Log convulses and moonbeams shoot out of his fingertips. A silvery mote of flame appears over Log's... a silvery mote of flame... God, I can't believe it. A silvery mote of flame appears over Log's missing eye sockets as well as within Log's subconscious void. The twisted form of an eldritch being tears itself from the pages of Log's book and makes a mad dash towards the silvery flame, as both Log and his compatriots can see and hear each other through the ignited window. Now, without further ado, let's get back to this intense action. Welcome back to CrestVahllen.
Gotta get you a pair of hands.
Yeah, I added some like some metal surface so you can actually make that
So,
shape.
it's maybe using like PVC pipe.
Yes.
You can just go off with it.
So what you're saying is I turned Log into Iron Man.
Well, we'll see.
You also may have just killed us all. We'll find out.
I mean, like, wait, how is he Iron?
He got beams coming out of his hands.
I mean,
Right.
okay, they're not still there. It's like he did that whole what was it?
Iron Man aren't there the entire time
Be
either.
shoot out of your fingers, and
Yeah,
your toes.
from It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, yeah. That was more like I was drawing inspiration from. But yeah, I mean, he could be Iron Man. I mean, technically, there's actually an Artificer subclass that actually turns you into Iron Man.
Yeah.
You go,
Armor.
and there's like armor where you can like shoot beams.
Wait, I thought that was the whole point of being a Warforged, was you were basically Iron Man.
No, that's actually an Artificer subclass.
Then you're Ultron.
Armor.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
What was your
or
master?
maybe Vision.
yeah.
Oros.
Yeah, with
Oros was an armor.
Yeah, if you're like a
Yeah.
druid or a wizard.
Oros was an armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Oros
Is
this
an
fucking
armor.
dude.
That's what
He is an armor.
Yeah, he's pretty much Iron Man with like extra limbs.
Like
It's
that-
got some really cool stuff. And you saw what he could do. It was fucking wild what he could do.
I mean, yeah. He had you ready to he was ready to like smash
could've
your skull for a
so
second
much better
there.
if we were, I don't know, had spells during that battle.
Yeah.
Indeed. Okay.
That was very
so-
well timed. You're gonna do this battle. Now you're gonna attack all these zombie hordes.
Yeah. Now we're gonna do a new battle. But, I mean, shit happens, guys. So cool. You are. Log. We're going to talk about you first, real quick. So you are in this spot in this mode of flame, about like yay big. Appears reasonably before you, like a couple feet away from you, and it's very like through the looking glass. It's just this outer kind of like mirror on the wall type feel, but you can see through the motes of flame, very kind of like looking through fireplaces, but not the way the Harry Potter movies do it, because I don't like the way they do it. But it's more of like just through a looking glass type way, and you can see your friends kind of like all huddled around you, looking through the flame, and you can hear them. And you had mumbled or said something at some point, and they could hear you. So like you have like a window, like eyes or windows to the soul kind of deal going on here. At that moment, you hear the crinkling of paper and as like the book is shaking on its lectern, and the page rips itself out, flies through the air, tears itself into a bunch of pieces, and those pieces transform into this very take on me style, like this eldritch, weird, six-legged, two-armed thing that has been abstractly depicted within the eldritch idol that you guys have been carrying around. It has this long neck, this big keratin beak, or this big blackish stone mineral steel, you don't know, beak. No eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Just like this odd creep of musculature that's just throughout its form, and it has all these legs and arms, and it's like galloping with all six of its legs and its arms grasping and pulling itself. Very, like I said, cross-hatch style, take on me style, straight mad dash towards this looking glass that you now like realize is communications. That's what you see. One of you, I believe, noticed this creature coming from behind Log's shoulder when you were looking through it, but I don't remember which one of you it was. I think it was either one of you two. I think it was Argus. So you see that thing coming. This looks familiar. It looks like the thing from the idol, except it looks like it's moving. Which is terrifying in its own right. As you guys get reactions to do what it is that you need to do before we start to roll initiative to figure out what the fuck is happening. Does that sound fair? Okay.
And anything that actually takes a reaction.
Yeah, actual
Okay,
reaction.
cool.
I'll give
Gotcha.
you guys that, because this is all like, whoa, what? And then it immediately sprung into action and is taking its chance. It's trying to escape. Because essentially, you devoured the idol, right? And you knew it was sentient. So there's a couple of conclusions you could possibly draw from that. So something is trying to get back out.
Right.
Great. Anybody have any reactions or anything you'd like to do?
I have a question for you. I don't
Sure.
have any reactions though that I can do for this.
But if you want to do something finagly too that you think would cost a reaction, talk to me about it.
Right. But with this kind of happening in that kind of communication store,
Yeah.
does that longing or draw that Cole has been feeling that had like subsided get stronger again?
A longing or draw, you mean like a sense of family and friendship? That
No,
kind of
more
thing?
towards like the
His
fetish
idol.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that he was trying to get his hands on before Log ate it. Before Log's book ate it.
Oh,
Sorry.
just coals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just coals. Very good question. Do you
Because
ever
that kind
read
of can dictate what.
Did you ever read The Missing Piece by Shel Silverstein?
No.
Well, okay. That's going to make this a lot harder. So The Missing Piece is pretty much about a story about a circle, like a happy face circle, kind of like a pie with
actually,
a missing.
yes, I have read
And he's
it.
like
It's
rolling
been
along.
years,
He's
yeah.
kind of slow. And he's
Yeah.
looking for a piece that'll fit in his mouth, so he's a perfect
Yes,
circle.
yes, I do remember it
You're
now.
kind of getting this feeling like you're the missing piece, or you're the like the circle and everything. And that thing coming through the window is your missing piece.
I wanted to ask. I don't think
You
how
so
I
you like
acted this.
want that, but you can't. You also can't skirt the feeling of just how abjectly terrifying it is at the same time. Granted, there is like the, for lack of a better term, darkness within you is, it like just saw, like a parfait, and parfaits are delicious. So. Yeah, that's what it's like. Ooh, yes, now's the time. You could. So it's up to you how Cole would react. What do you think Cole would suppress that to act in the betterment of the group? Or, I mean, that's a role play decision for you. I'm not
Oh no,
making
and
a decision.
that's why I was asking that question. I wanted to figure that out.
Yeah, there's definitely a conflict probably going on there. Great. Anybody else?
Shield.
Shield. Not a bad choice.
You know.
Not a bad choice.
Can I want to see if I can warding flare it, but I feel like I have to be on the same plane. So do I stick a finger through his fire of my busted hand that I can't?
You want to finger his fire?
I want to stick
his
my
eye
hand
socket.
through his eyeball, or at least a couple fingers. It's little, right?
Cool.
And
I mean,
warding flare.
I'd say it's about like fist size, just kind of like hovering a good like maybe centimeter over, because it's not actually touching his skin. It's like about like here, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's that kind of magical thing where it's like woo spoopy, and it's just kind of like this motive flame that's about the size of a fist, just kind of floating above that fucked up missing eye. So you want to poke your finger through it.
And hit warding flare the.
Okay, do you want to try to stick your whole hand through or just your finger? I love how that's a question.
Well, yeah.
Want to go to piston or
You want to
Is there
finger him.
Welcome to CrestVahllen.
In case you guys haven't figured it out yet, this is not a podcast for children.
I'll just use two fingers. So I can keep one out.
You want to shocker his eye? Good God. You like pick his nose with your pinky or something?
Finger guns.
I'll do one. Can I warding flare with just one finger?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay,
I
then
don't see
I'll
why
just
not.
stick one finger in because I don't know if it'll go all the way in.
Yeah, okay, so you stick your finger in. Did you ever do that experiment in chemistry class where, like, it wasn't sulfur, but it was this other kind of, like, yellow powder mixture they would put on top of water, and then make you stick your finger in the water, and your finger would get covered with that yellow powder, but you'd never get your finger wet, and it would just get, you know, because that powder was so hydrophobic
Yeah.
that it would not, like, get wet, and it would prevent anything that, even if it like went all the way down to the bottom of the glass, it would just cover your hand with the powder and you wouldn't get wet. It's kind of like that feeling. You feel like saran wrap or like flame cover your finger. Your finger does go through, but it's not like permeating the membrane. Granted, you don't know if this membrane is like non-magical or like a magical barrier or anything. So
Just thought Ian's gonna poke.
it feels warm. You use your bony finger?
Yeah.
You finger bone
The eye fire.
The
eye socket flame.
This is not going to get better.
great island
Anytime soon.
This is fantastic.
Just added some levity to the scary
yes,
things
it
happening.
is. Great. Yeah, you can stick your finger through it. Like again, you don't like pop the membrane, but you attempting to
Morning flare.
it originates from the object you're trying to flare, right? Just so I know, or does it happen at you and it distracts the creature?
I don't know if it saves, does it?
I'm trying to remember if it like originates from the creature that you're trying to protect, or if it's like right in the face of the creature that's being affected.
Interposes divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy.
Right, but at
I
some
can
point,
do it for other people now.
right. So, are you attempting to put it like between Log and the creature?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, you cast it. It goes off. I'm gonna roll. Is it a dexterity saving throw? Or is it usually
No,
just it's just a disadvantage,
Yeah,
right?
it imposes disadvantage.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna,
Attack roll.
because
He's not technically attacking right now, but
yeah, he's kind
I'm
of
still
just going straight for the
kinda-
thing. So here's what I'll do: is that I'm gonna roll a. Because it's like a fire base. I'm gonna roll a dexterity saving throw to see if it like slows it at all by like
Okay.
startling it
Yeah.
for a moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's made out of
It's made
paper.
out of paper. Yeah.
Burn it.
Yeah, it's made out of paper. Yeah, right. It's like, oh no, well, it's actually not made out of paper. Like that's the thing. It's like
That's
come
like
out.
removed, yeah.
It's not on a page. Aha, cross stitch. It's just a cross sketch in the void. It's a two-dimensional cross stitch, but no matter
it's
what
made out of
perspective you look at it, it looks two-dimensional. It's like it's kind of optical illusion style. It's super wild.
So it's made out
Wish
of
I could
ink
explain it
more
better.
so, right?
I'm sorry.
So it's made out of ink more so, right?
Kind of.
No,
yeah.
it's back to being made out of its rocky whatever.
It's not. It's
No?
crosshatch.
Okay.
It's like crosshatch. Looks like pen ink, but not dripping ink, like dry ink on paper. But there's no paper. It's just as if you could draw a crosshatch image in just the fabric of the air. Yeah. That's absolute shitty. A 12. Would that beat your spell save DC?
15 twists.
Okay, so yeah, no, you're gonna have his speed. So that was huge because it will not get to the mode of flame this turn that we're about to have. Well, that was huge. Okay, anybody else?
I don't have reactions, so
Okay, anything anyone would like to like any shenanigans anybody would like to try?
Watch me finger that.
Shenanigans, huh?
Now watch me finger bone. Watch me whip.
No, I did something already, so I can't.
My one thing of shenanigans could turn out really badly, so I'm not going to do that.
Those are the best ones. Except when you jump off a cliff like a fish.
Pull a handful of moon dust out.
I don't think shooting a crossbow bolt in the log's eye is going to.
Oh my god. Ah! Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull a handful of moon dust out, and I'm gonna
More materials. Got it. More. Okay. Adding more
I've got a
ingredients.
bag full of materials.
Yeah.
I
You are why didn't you choose alchemist as your artificer? So
because I'd rather build stuff, but we've been on the road for fucking months.
I know.
I'm seriously.
Wait till
just
Argus gets like a mobile.
I'm just
board.
envisioning us turning log basically into a mobile Chernobyl right now with Boots help here.
That I'm creating.
It's like that guy that like, you're the guy that signs up for all of the drug trials, like every single drug trial you possibly could from like multiple different big pharma companies. And it's like, so
Don't
you
tell them
have
anything.
Don't tell
and don't tell anybody. So you have like this cocktail brewing, and eventually like you get superpowers from it, but it's like these super like not helpful superpowers. It's like you
Pulling out
poop,
the
but then it goes into another dimension.
oh, they're still arcane, like a centimeter away from where this flame is, too.
Right.
In a little
Oh my god! There straight up is. Ooh, okay,
Here's
that's
the
gonna be
thing
a
too:
thing.
is this is how I'm imagining Boots here, because there's this one adult animated cartoon where somebody goes into drug trials and they go, "Oh, is this going to be a problem, doctor?" And the guy goes, "Oh, I'm not a doctor."
Right, right. That's
I'm definitely not a doctor.
the closest thing to it. Well, is your sister. Really.
Yeah.
She's an actual
She's
doctor.
a surgeon.
Yeah, she's a surgeon. Hey,
I'm a
get out of there.
I've been playing that game where I'm like, oh, you train in medicine? No.
Yeah, I can do magic at
look
you.
at you.
I can bathe you in holy fire to make your wounds close. But
Right.
fuck if I know where an artery is.
Where it's kind of a little trained, but he is not trained at all. He's more like a medic or like an EMT more than
Like
anything
a
else.
field medic at most.
Yeah.
Field medics are actually very, very highly trained. So maybe not even that. I would say
You've taken
I've got my
your
first aid
while they're-
you got your first aid certification.
Which makes the fact that I amputated all those
You're a
pieces
lifeguard.
of things.
You're a
like-
lifeguard. You've got your lifeguard and your first aid certification.
Knows how to use an AZ card.
Yes.
Yeah, you know how to use like a defibrillator if you really need to. You just you're gonna build one now.
Me?
Like I do shocking grasp, but into an item, so I defibrillate something.
Would that count as
He already
healing
has
word?
a shocking grasp.
Would that count as healing word?
If you have the spell,
I think.
but it would be more like your
That's right. You
wounds.
took that apart, didn't you?
No,
Your
no.
glove?
It would be more like spare the dying,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know, maybe.
Guys, this is all good for theater. This is all good
Well, I
content.
was gonna say, didn't you already make that glove, or did you take it apart?
Yeah.
You're shocking.
No, he
glove?
was a shocking grasp glove.
I repurposed
that's
it
a
for
good
prestidigitation.
Yeah, he repurposed it for Prestige because he swapped out his cantrips.
Right.
Because I allow people to do that because why not? Okay, cool. So you wanted to put moon dust in his eye,
No,
No, on his body.
on his body.
on his mouth and nose so that he breathes it in.
You want him to huff moon dust,
That's
his own moon dust.
Yes.
The one that, like the
heal, the temp hit point.
salve.
Yes.
The
No.
least like
it was just
deadly
a
thing
duck.
that
Right,
logs
I'm saying there's a mechanical item in D&D
Sure.
called a salve that it's like
Yep.
a pool of hit points, like land hands. That's what the ones you're talking
Yes.
about.
So I'm sort of like into his face.
Yeah.
So he breathed it in.
He's gonna go on an even more trippy vision quest now.
I'm trying to.
shenanigans.
This is so ridiculous.
I'm trying to help him out.
You're sure.
If I fucked him up, I want to, you know,
I mean, we started
Shit, I injected you with stuff. Here's more stuff.
something bad's happening.
apparently-
Shit. Sorry.
Not the
Here's
only one who
methadone.
helped.
Yeah.
Getting taste of my own medicine.
We have to help Log somehow.
I'm sorry I gave you cocaine. Here's methadone. Great, fantastic. Okay, sure. You blow it into his nose. Log, just roll. I can't not. Just roll a con save, please. I gotta know what's going on here.
Just to see if he chokes on the dust as it comes into his body.
It's going to be a 12.
A 12. Okay, you're okay. Were you ever damaged while you were or injured while you were in the void?
No, good. Yeah, because I had asked you before he injected me if I was benefiting from the long rests. And you said that I was. that
You
I-
were, yeah, because you were
been
fucking
injured
comatose,
before.
and they were taking care of you.
Right.
And that's like so.
So-
Your
so
your
I'm not full
body
health.
is
Yeah.
you whether you like can cast spells or do much in this void is kind of up in the air. You'll find out. Because it's like you're having this astral projection kind of weird thing. It's super wibbly wobbly, whiny. Okay, so
Your body has 10 temporary hit points, though.
yeah, your body has 10 temporary hit points. So that you put all 10 in there.
It was 10 per charge.
I thought it was 5.
Nope.
You said 10
It was 10.
10 per
Okay.
charge.
And you had 3, right?
I have 3 left.
You had 3 left.
I had 5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I traded 2 to the Tinker.
We were having fun harvesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dig.
Oh, we tried every single time we had a moon.
The fun thing is,
I still
you
think
were
we-
on my shoulder, so we were probably about like
Normal
Almost log
human
size.
height. Yeah.
It doesn't. That's not the Argent flame.
I do wish we could have gotten some of the Ichor moon, though, the eating Ichor moon.
That
Like,
would have been interesting.
That was terrifying, guys.
Sorry about that. We were on
Which is
Baker's
why I'd love
Dozen
to use it on
overlay and
enemies.
not Argent flame. Now we're back to the Argent flame.
Anyways,
You do so. Your body now has 10 hit points. You feel
I was just convulsing a minute ago and like.
more drugs. Granted, I mean, there are
Right.
drugs that counteract stuff. So it's 2 of the same rules.
There are uses for drugs.
Right. Right.
I wish I knew more about like heavy medicines and stuff like that. More about medical stuff, so I could
I
actually.
mean, it's magical. You
Say
can make
right
it do
things.
whatever.
I know. I was like, talk to me.
Right.
Yeah, I can put you in
I
contact
look at you,
with
I'm like,
somebody
is this
who
right?
can help.
I sometimes I look at you, I'm like,
And I'm like, it's magic. You're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Your world.
You're right.
After that, can I like scramble back though? Like away
You want to
from him?
scramble man back?
case of
Sure,
blow
you
up?
can scramble man.
Just away from him in case something happens.
scramble man.
I mean, I still have my finger in his eyes.
Right.
You like you see like Zemdak blow stuff at you and then just run away through.
I'm sorry.
Technically, can't he see?
I was trying to help.
Yeah, because it opened
Because
up
my
a window.
finger's in the way. Can't he see? What does that look like on logs? On logs?
There's a giant finger coming.
There's this,
Oh no, it's a giant piece of bone coming.
this big bony thing. So it looks like what it looks like to you guys. It takes up a good like 70% of the screen, but you can still see the periphery outside. It's like doing like this. You can see your fingers right there, but you can still see around it still because the wide angle.
Log, I was trying to help. I swear.
So here's what happens too. You when you inhale that, you feel like a cool warmth of like a river running across your arm. And you look down at that copper piece that's in that river constellation style that Ebane, I think. Maybe,
Yeah.
Right? That reminds you of your mother and that whole thing, and you just see it like kind of glow a little bit with like moonlight out of it, and it's glowing for the moment. That's what you get, and your body gets 10 hit points. Okay, if that's it for reactions and shenanigans, let's do initiative, guys.
Definite shenanigans.
Give me just one moment to pull up
Actually, that
some.
might be okay.
You want to use this
intense
one,
things.
We'll see.
The eyeball.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
In the eye.
Nah, 20. Plus 2. 22.
Absolutely insane. Okay, I'll get to your initiative totals in just a second.
Amazing.
Yes.
That was amazing.
I love that die. That die is so much fun.
It's very thematic for Log.
It is. That's part of the reason I was like, log?
I would imagine Sokka is probably like talking with her rats right now, or just doing something
Dom could probably
else. Or...
not try to get involved.
Yeah.
He's faded into the darkness. Like he's
Holy
she
absolute fucking shit. This is insane.
she's just gone like shadow wraith at the moment.
Right. Just like, I don't want this.
It's creepy, it's weird. It's
Right. That is not a normal
These
wolf.
people
I
are
can't talk to
crazy.
it. Like, yes.
I don't know what's going on.
Girls wonder why are you?
Or she's still just sleeping already.
Right.
Because this was the one we were making camp, right?
Yeah.
Well, she did do something for your objective. I think she might have done the guidance, or I thought she cast something.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Which is why we got such a great injection of log there.
Right.
Actually, I think that did help.
I rolled well.
It was my
Okay.
con save.
It was
Yeah,
yeah.
my con save wasn't great.
You had to do two rolls. One or two, and they were both bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think I used like lesser restoration. You had your seizures.
Yeah.
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 That sounds
That's
right.
why I had the channel divinity to get the darkness away from him, so you could get to him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You threw me across the room when I tried to help you.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I did the same thing in my head.
It's got
It's going to be very interesting
It also shows
from
our
your
age.
perspective.
That is insane.
When you're like, oh, I see you guys.
I just have to let you know, some people's rendition of this creature give this creature an AC of 52.
What?
I'm just like, that's not right. That can't
That's
be right.
bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't have an armor
Yeah, that's
class
what
now.
I'm using just
You
saving throws.
can't. It just doesn't make it. You'll never fucking hit it unless you get a natural 20.
I have a lot of things
That
that,
sounds
are
like
just saving
the
throws.
ultimate monster that was built not to be.
Yeah, I think it's
It's got to be like some other
system
system.
or addition. Okay, cool. So
Fireball.
Hey, we.
the wrong trash today.
Perfect.
Good. You can keep that up for the whole
Okay,
9 hours.
let's
That'd be
do
great.
25 to 20.
22.
22, that's right. 22 for log. 15 to 20.
19.
19, you said? Okay. You want me to call you Boots or something?
Boots.
Okay.
We'll go with my alter ego
I gotta get used to saying that.
until we know if I'm safe or not
Yeah.
Right.
to be in.
I'm still going to introduce you as Zemdak to my family.
10 to 15.
11. But that's just because it's my family.
And 5 to 10.
9.
Got it.
No.
How did I go after you? That's fine.
Because I rolled all my dice a bazillion times to figure out which one might be okay.
That's true.
Normally, your blade dancer
Oh,
bug
yeah,
is like
that's-
high in the
I
initiative.
know. I know.
Yes, because that's how it works. Because dice tell you what they're going to roll.
Which is why you like almost never get inspired by me, because you're normally so far ahead of me that's like I can't do anything.
All right, Log, you are in the void. You're up. You get to go first. This thing,
Start slowing down.
it's. How do I explain the sound that it makes when it gets flared by this blast? It's like it's this, but it's like echoing throughout this entire. It's this muffled, almost like it has a mouth behind all of this flesh that's keeping it closed. That's like in the center of its long neck, but it can't. But it's all been muffled by all the muscular that's covering it. So it's like this, and it just echoes out of this endless void into this weird, like Inception style. Like, it's super fucking.
So it's like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, but it's got like overtones to it.
Yeah, and it's like muffled, like as if the T-Rex from Jurassic Park had the mouth from the first Matrix that had his mouth closed, that kind of deal. So it's your turn.
So he slowed it down. So he said it's going to take. So it'll take like this turn for it to reach me and the fire, or
It is an extremely fast creature. You saw how fast it moved. With that hindrance, you imagine that it might be able to reach the moat, but not sure if it will be able to have the movement to leap through it, if that was its intention. You don't really know what's going on. I mean, all this is happening super fast. All you know is that this thing is running towards the moat, and that it just got slowed down. That's it. That's what you know.
all right. I'm going to attempt to bonus action hex it.
Okay, cool. What ability check?
Strength.
Strength. You got.
And then I'm going to goaltend the fire and grapple it when it gets there.
Okay. You got it. You are at the moment when that was casted within 5 feet of the creature. If you move away from it, you might provoke, but the warding flare. So I'm going to say in this instance, the warding flare slowed it down rather than give it disadvantage. It's up to you. You don't know whether it's interested in you or not, or whether it's interested in the mode of flame. So you know that you may possibly provoke an attack.
So you're not at the moat. You're next to it.
No, yeah, no. I'm sorry. You're right. You
Because I thought it was like between it and
That's my mistake. You're correct. Yeah, you are like only a couple feet away from it. So yeah, it's coming up behind you. So you're right.
So I'm just gonna
you're just
like-
gonna turn around.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be there. I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm assuming Log's assuming that it just wants out.
Okay.
It's
So you're gonna try to goaltend the thing. You turn around to kind of face it, and it moves with you,
Oh no.
and it just stays as if it was like a holographic display that just moves with your vision.
well. Then I'll turn back around.
Okay, you turn back around.
Log's wearing Google glasses.
You still haven't used any of your movement.
Right.
It's like wearing Google glasses. Did somebody say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I still haven't used my action either, so I can dash.
Yeah, you want to move 60 feet and just like bring the thing with you? So like the rest of you guys see him just running towards the moat, but the moat's getting like staying at pace with you, so you can't like dive through it.
Did we see the perspective shift when he looked around?
Yes,
Right.
yes, you see the perspective as it's looking at you. So when you turned around to face it, you couldn't see it anymore. But now that you're running directly around it, you can see it behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, wild. Anything else? Then action, movement, bonus action, hex. So that's it. That's
Yeah.
all
So
you got.
yeah. So that'd be it.
You got it. Boots.
Log, see if you can close that eye. Like
As
wink
you
at it.
yell from 30 feet away at his body.
I'll load my crossbow and prepare a shot if anything comes out.
And just to clarify, you had heroism casted on you too, right? So
Right.
would that do anything for anything?
That means he has
in the future?
15 temporary hit points.
Thought they didn't stack.
They stack if they're from multiple sources.
Okay.
If they're from the same source, they don't stack. I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
And if I replenish
Not sure about
every
that.
time I'm
Let me double check.
Every turn. I don't know.
Speaking of because if two different people cast two different spells on you, why wouldn't they? Both?
Right, but in the rules, it literally says it doesn't matter what the sources are.
Okay.
You can't stack stuff. I think you just pick whichever one you'd rather have, kind of thing.
No, it's whichever one's higher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that could be a thing. Yeah, that could be.
So then,
You're
like,
right.
this round could be the moon dust for then subsequent.
Every turn, the other 5 will.
You take the larger of the two totals as your temporary hit points.
so 10, but I'm still
If you lose
below
that,
10.
if you lose
every
that at the
game,
start of
5.
each turn, you get 5 back.
You choose which source to keep gain your temporary hit points from, and the other disappears.
Oh,
Disappears.
okay. So then, yeah, heroism would not be affecting. Oh, it depends, because it's part of the serum that I injected.
Heroism would
him
not
with.
be. Heroism does not. You choose which source you keep and
Right.
gain the temporary hit points on it, and the other lot disappears.
Right.
You don't have two separate pools; they don't stack. So you either have temporary
What-
HP you gain from False Life, for example, or temp HP gained from Arthur of Agathis. Not both.
What I'm saying is, the
Heroism would not.
It was part of the serum that I injected him.
So if it
I
lasts for a
understand.
certain period of
So I don't know how.
So,
Yes.
so if the spell itself lasts for a certain period of time, then
Yeah.
so once the 10 goes down, that's when it would kick in.
Yes.
Um.
Or not. It could,
We're getting into this like weird hybrid spell casting deal.
like the hit point portion of that spell can go away. That's
Yeah. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Here's it's a concentration.
Yep.
Are you concentrating on it?
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I'm going to leave it up to the dice because I can't make a decision because as you know you do. So I'll say roll a concentration check every time it is sometime he would regain hit points from heroism, and we'll see if that happens.
So at the start of each of his turns, if he's below 5,
Roll concentration.
he would get the 5 back, and I need.
Roll concentration check, and if you pass the concentration check, I'll say the DC is
That's fine.
however much damage you took.
Okay.
Like based on a concentration check from your perspective.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
No,
Cool. Yeah, we're getting wonky here. Whatever. Okay.
we're fighting inside my brain. So
Yeah.
And I made a weird.
Yeah. Okay. So you yell at him, and then you do what?
Load crossbow,
Yeah.
prepare a shot
Hold your action.
in case creature comes out of his
You
eye.
got it. The magical shot, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then that's Cole.
Okay. Cole is going to use his bonus action to mentally communicate with Log. And Cole is going to say, Log, just let it come through. It'll be okay. I've got it.
I still have my 10 intelligence. I know what this is.
Okay. Anything else?
Gonna cast Mind Sliver at Log.
On his body?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled for a specific thing.
You got
it's
it.
The way I'm playing it right now.
So that's psychic damage, correct?
Yeah. Psychic, yep.
You need to roll, I believe, an intelligence saving throw.
Yes, it is.
And I'm using my.
Yeah, yeah. Your character sheet has it.
Dice roll was decided, but I'm just going to be helpful.
That's a fail.
Failure.
Okay. So
Now you like always know where he is.
no, that's mental spike. This is Mind Sliver.
It's like a bane.
Or mind
effect.
spike, yeah.
It's like a negative D6.
Yeah, so he takes 1d6 psychic damage and he subtracts 1d4 from his next saving throw.
Right. Okay.
5.
Right. It's one of the few divination spells that actually does damage.
No, that's a charm spell.
An enchantment cantrip.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh,
all about mind
I'm
damage.
thinking Mind Sliver
Psychic.
or Mind Spike. One of those two.
Mind Spike is the one you're thinking about. Mind
Yeah.
Sliver is the one I
The
use.
one, Mind Sliver is the one you used. Okay. I understand.
DJ has now infected all 3 campaigns. Infections.
Don't spoil it.
I'll
Got
cut that later.
So that's the D4 one?
So it does. So if he has to make a saving throw, he says
Keep breaking your
it's a D4 negative on your next saving throw.
Okay. You got it. And you took the damage, correct?
Yeah. However, if he doesn't make a saving throw before my turn, it ends.
Gotta keep running.
Yep.
You get a slight headache real quick. Though.
Just keep running.
Okay, so you take psychic damage. The void tremors a little bit. And you see a piece of the void, like this Vanta black like boulder, just fall from the sky out of fucking nowhere. I'm gonna roll to see where it falls.
Please don't touch the creature.
Log, roll dexterity saving
No, not that creature.
Right.
with a -4.
Well, negative D4.
-D4.
Not, yeah.
I left it up to the dice. The dice said not to help.
There's a dexterity save.
Yes, that's correct.
So already a 9. So that's gonna be a 7.
A 7.
It's going great, guys.
Your mind soul takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you see as like some blood splurts out of Lod's body. We're talking like Matrix rules here. Is kind of what's happening.
Okay.
He takes damage in the Matrix. He takes damage outside. Yeah. So that's kind of what's
So yeah,
happening.
so that was all the temporary hit points between that and the other thing.
Okay, cool.
So
That helped. Great. Cole, that's at the end of your turn, I believe. Then Argus.
I'm gonna see if I can the sacred flame the thing inside alongside.
Okay, so you poke your finger.
My
further.
finger's still in there. I haven't-
I want to see how this works.
Soaking your finger.
I'm wondering if it's going to hit log or if it's going to actually go through and
We may kill you trying to help you. Well, they may kill you trying to help you.
Trying to help, I swear.
Yeah.
You know how that goes, though.
as Log knows exactly.
can't blame
sacred
us.
flame causes flames to come up from above the creature.
Yeah, it's one of those cantrips that like you can't benefit from cover. So yeah, it needs to roll dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna see
The
that.
question is, does it come down on top of log or the creature?
Natural 20.
Okay.
So nothing happens.
Cantrip,
Well,
sink your-
he
sink yourself.
jumps out of the way.
Yeah.
Where does the flames come? Does it come on log or does it come inside his brain?
Like, can we still
Well, you're
see
casting
the
it
flames?
through
Right.
the thing, so
Yeah.
it happens in your.
Okay.
Oh,
It's odd. You know how you know how when you're in the parking lot at night and you have a bunch of shadows that are like in several different directions. Not unlike there's actually something that's called an umbral. I actually know this.
I can't remember the name of it, but I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It actually was one of the abilities of the dimensional shambler that
The dimensional shambler.
Yeah, that was. Let me make it stop.
penumbra. Penumbra. The penumbra is where like two shadows kind of overlap and they become a darker shadow. So unlike that, rather than having like four shadows in all the directions or all the directions from where the light is coming from, the light comes in all six directions of a six-sided die, like all six. So rather than coming from the top or from the side, it just goes all six directions and hits it. And this thing sees it coming almost as if like space is weird here and the fabric doesn't really prescribe to a X, Y, Z, and time axis here. So it's once something appears, it appears in all directions at the same time, and it converges on that point. But it just kind of like goes limp and very like venom sludge style, but just kind of it lets its muscular go limp and just slides out of the way from the sacred flame. But you did see that your thing happened. It's weird to see that happen. It's like casting it in front of a bunch of mirrors that are facing each other. It's weird. Cool.
All right. I'm going to take my finger out of your eye. And I'll be like, I got a spell through. I'm going to grab my hammer. And I can't really ready an action because it's my bonus action. But
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can if my hammer is going to react with the fire. Since it's messing with the soul and his void and his soul forge, like his soul. There's flame. And
I know.
Soul,
Yeah.
like,
It is a silvery flame too.
Yeah.
You see, like log subconscious is like thaumaturgy.
Silver. Gotta be silver.
Great. Okay. You want? Do me a favor. Roll, I guess, an insight check.
I'm like, really? It doesn't necessarily have to be anything.
15. There's something going on. I mean, your hammer is magic and it is tuned to things like that. It is responding to it. You don't know why or how, but it is like, feels like a magnet, like that kind of pull, that kind of thing. But other than that, what'd you get?
Okay.
Is that it then?
Yeah.
Okay, it's then the creature's turn.
See how fast it is.
Right. But he's slowed.
It was already, so it's 90 feet away from you. Because you moved 60, it was 30 feet away from you, and you slowed it down. It is at half speed.
Yeah.
It's going to use its movement. It's like at 60 feet closer to you, moving at a third rapid speed with all of those limbs just propelling it forward. The musculature, with how live is this thing is, it moves with absolute terrifying speed. It shouldn't be that strong. And I'm going to need you to roll, I believe, a wisdom saving throw as it gets within 30 feet of you.
30 feet.
Alright. No, I'm just making sure it's only the next throw.
So it's going to be an 11.
Yeah, exactly.
11. Okay, so that is not that is unfortunately that is a failure. You find yourself. Where am I? What's going on? What's happening? And you find yourself extremely confused.
How did I get here?
How did I get here? This is not my beautiful flame. And so on your turn, you're going to roll a d10, and that's going to determine what it is that you do. Okay.
I took my finger out. You started seeing things again.
Right.
That's just its passive ability.
Oh, shit.
And it is going to then... Boop, 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 boop. It is very limited in capabilities in this form, so... That was its action. Okay, that's its bonus action. You see it like turn into a bunch of like graphite dust and be resketched. Like you even hear the sound of like pencil against paper right next to you, right next to the flame.
And I'm confused.
Yeah, and you're confused. It was like that's how it misty steps. It like gets erased and resketched.
Is this modern art?
Art imitates life.
Right.
Okay. That it's its turn. That's all it can do. Krisheni, you're up.
How far away is the lectern from the window?
Ooh, very good question. I'm going to say 90 feet because it appeared at the lectern. Well, I'm going to say 100 feet because it began to mad dash 10 feet away from it. That's why you knew it was there. You wanted to use Vortex Warp.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, as you do.
I'll give it to you. It's 90 feet.
Excellent. This is going to be wonky, though. I know, because we're like...
You could also attempt to try to reach your hand through. You could maybe Misty Step into it. Like,
I couldn't cast 2 spells in one
that's
turn.
right. You can't.
Right.
you.
Right. I go brain dead, and then, like, in
Or
you know, in
Pierce
real
and
life.
work him up.
I'm not alone anymore.
Throw down astral scene.
Right. Exactly. You know, typical things. All right. So
Anybody ever watch like Puri Puri? FLCL, the anime? No?
I don't think so.
And stuff like appearing in its own voice.
no. So, but because Argus did say that things seem to go through, I am going to start dancing as my bonus action, because as I do, to get up there, be like, what?
Stick your finger to
Yep. It's like,
Everyone's figuring you, Log.
because I can see. And as my free object interaction, I am going to grab your book in real life.
Ow.
It's in it.
It's in his arm.
Oh,
It's like, it's straight up like in
right.
his,
I thought it was. Hey, can you come out, please?
you're gonna try to coax his
I've got some paper.
If it's in me, then she's like pulling it out
Oh,
of like.
okay, roll a persuasion check.
Fuck me. Nat 1.
It's like,
That's all right. So for a total of
His arm was like this, it goes like this.
no.
Flips upside down.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn it. All right. Somebody else.
so you casted Vortex Warp on it?
Yeah. So not. Yeah. I'm trying to get
On the creature.
on the creature to be on top of the surface of the lectern where the book is. So teleporting it.
Okay, it is a large creature. It won't fit on top of it. You can put it like next to it because it has to be a surface that can support it. The lectern is a small. It's a book.
But it came out of it.
Yeah, like metaphysically, it wasn't. You know what I'm talking about.
I know,
It
this
can't-
But it's close enough for the book to then eat.
Right.
you can put it next to it. You
Okay.
can put it within
I'll-
5 feet of it.
I'll do that.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Absolutely. I need he needs to roll a save though, right? Is it a con save?
Yeah, it is a con save.
Ooh, boy.
We'll see what happens.
Not the sound you want to hear your DM make when
No.
he's getting ready to roll something.
Got some issues here. That is a 15.
Fail. So it will be teleported.
That's insane. It has a +8 to con save.
Nice.
Hey,
Rolling like that, TJ.
get hungry, book. Come on, you know you want it. Come
Okay,
on.
cool. So this is
Sorry.
weird. You see it like be like a bunch of the graphite and eraser dust just like and just erases it, and then appears written in the air right next to the book again. And you see it like it turned its head and or what you think is its head, and just you're gonna hear as it just gets so angry, and like its arms come out, its fingers split in two, and 2 fingers come from those fingers, and then those fingers split in 2, and 2 more fingers until they just look like small tendrils and roots just reaching out into the air before they retract back in and get ready to pounce again.
I'm
This thing
assuming I
is
still.
terrifying.
Yeah, I'm assuming I still need to roll my space net.
Oh, absolutely! Roll that horizon, that event horizon.
We're safe.
that's not what
That was not the sound I thought that was initially.
Exactly. All right. And I'll back up a little. Well, I'll just like get to the side and start. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, cool.
As I start
that's the
dancing.
end of initiative. Log, we're back to you. This thing was right next to you, and then got.
He's confused.
But he's confused.
You are
Right,
confused.
roll your
Roll D10. Oh no, buddy.
But my book is sentient. It should just know to eat it.
Con save was good, so you get 5 temporary hit points back.
You didn't take any damage.
That was a
No,
3
you took
on the
10
D10.
damage.
Oh, that's right.
But it was a
That's
hand. Yeah.
What did you get?
So it was a D10. I rolled a 3.
That's great.
No, it's 9 and 10. And you can
Yeah.
only do this.
I think 3 just is one of the ones you just
You
stand
do
there.
not move or take actions this turn. You just
stand
stand there, John Travolta, Pulp Fiction style. Like,
But I can telepath to my book. Eat the fucking thing.
you It doesn't telepath take like a bonus action?
No,
or
no,
something?
no. It's just I can just do it. That's the thing with my.
Right.
Yours is not a bonus action. Mine's a bonus action.
Right, but you're like straight up confused. You don't even like know where you are.
I just say book help.
Yeah, here's what I'll say. I'll do this. Roll an intelligence saving throw to see if you like even can
Come on, buddy.
comprehend anything going on right now.
14.
Much better, Law.
Yeah. That was intelligence save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
14. Okay, yeah, you get the idea of like, I'm in a weird space. Oh, hey, that's my book. That thing doesn't look nice. But you just wham. But yeah, you can talk to your book if you want.
That was gone. Eat it. Eat it.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, even if this is something
Goes in there.
There's got to be a Michael Jackson parody out there.
So did I pretty figured it out.
Eat it out.
It's called Eat It. I mean,
Perfect. Perfect.
Just eat it.
I pull out
it starts out with
my
an all
sequence human gloves.
That's it.
That's right. You still have that.
Single sequence
That's a
glove.
different one. I think that's instead of the like
Sliding on the log's hand.
You know,
like the Fat album or whatever it was.
Right.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it might be. Yeah, you're right.
He's the multiple Michael Jackson
Oh yeah,
parodies.
Sorry.
Eat It might be off of the Running with Scissors album, which was the one with the Anakin Skywalker song on there.
Yes, I can't remember anymore. That was
A Story
years
Begins,
ago.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining you're putting it over your like bony hand right now, and like
I just love this. I still love it because it's a human finger logs flame.
finger mode.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun joke for a long time, I think.
yeah.
Give me 1 second, guys. Keep talking.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But NSFW keeps going on.
So here's the deal. Remember how like you had to help keep your book closed to keep this thing contained? It is capable of keeping this thing contained, but it didn't do well. This like okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a check, natural one, for your book to try to do stuff. As you see like the book, like the pages kind of like curling when exposed to a humidity, it seems like afraid. And that's what it does. Then is there anything else you want to do? Well, you can't.
I can't, yeah.
Yeah. So Cole, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. Boots, you're up. Then Cole.
I mean, your book probably got hurt a little bit when it, ripped itself out of it.
I mean, it's had a lot of paper recently, so.
Yeah.
It's got a cool special protection. It's still from.
Guys, do we just let it come out and attack it out here?
I don't know if it'll be the same though out here, right?
I vote yes.
Which is a reason to not do it.
Which, yeah, what was that about, man?
Can I
What
insight-
did you do?
Insight what?
Cole, is he actually helping?
Cole, you actually roll.
I think it's a 12.
You
13.
Are you attempting to make it look like you're helping, or
Yeah, let's have
roll deception?
That's going to be me. It's all right.
I rolled a 17 plus 6, so.
He's trying to help.
Yeah.
See how this goes.
Okay. Just keep holding my prepared action. I'll conk wander over to the log, see if he can do anything to help.
Okay. Just to keep holding that action.
Yep.
Okay, so let's keep gripping. Okay. Woo.
I got nothing really that I can
Okay,
do.
then Cole, you're up.
All right. Cole's going to go up and put his hand through the flame. He's not going to fist the flame. He's going to put his hand through the flame. He's going to yell, "Grab my hand!" Cole's not smart either.
Okay. So Cole is his hand is through the
Or log, grab my hand.
But I mean, like, Argus.
see this hand that's like
No, he-
this hand. I keep saying hand.
No, but I mean, like it.
Hand
Like,
and like arm. up
spells
to
are
the
going
elbow.
through.
Well, I could say like
But,
up
like-
the wrist is sticking through the flame now.
is it actually sticking through the flame?
It's sticking through the flame, but again, like it's stretching the
membrane, yeah.
impermeable membrane. So like there'll be checks involved and everything, but it is as you're running and the thing is moving as like in front of you while you're running. The hand sticks out. You imagine you could reach and grab it if you want to. It's staying the same distance from you.
If he could do
Real
anything.
confused. So what is that really going to look like?
Yeah, because you do stop running and then just see a hand come through a flame and you're like, "Book, eat that." What?
Weirdest dream ever. Log, come on! I know you can do it. Grab my hand.
Because if it can't
Actually
break the
inspired
membrane,
Log
would
this time.
I be able to break the membrane? Is the question.
Well, maybe the inspiration I just gave you will help with that.
Up to you.
Can you? You're confused. We don't know if you'll be able to do anything.
Right.
Do well on that save. just or
So yeah, I'm rolling every time to see if the draw is more controlling Cole or not every time. So that's what's happening, guys. So
cool.
Yep. Okay.
That makes sense. Your turn.
Cool. Then that's your turn then.
that's my turn.
Okay. Argus, are you like holding your action then to like pull? Is that
Yeah.
what's happening? Okay.
If I feel something grab my hand, I'm gonna pull out
You got it.
something.
Anything.
Ooh, can you use, it's a specific roll.
I
Never
can't
mind.
really, yeah, because it's a D.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Yep.
You can use it.
Not a confusion roll.
No.
Unfortunately.
Can I fit by Cole to cast through this thing? Because his
Like
arm
his
is
arm,
through
it's
that.
like his hand. It does kind of like widen a little bit to fit your whole hand in there.
How big is the flame? Like,
He said it was fist size.
I mean,
That gesture does not help anything right now.
I mean, if something.
The visuals on this are just...
Spoon's not for kids. It's
nope.
Every second,
kind of a slit
Just,
open. So can you see?
Yeah, can we double penetrate? That was too far.
Let's take a break real quick. Pee, I'll be right back.
Rogue for DM.
There's some things when they're out there you just can't not.
You gotta poke the bear. Or double penetrate. Oh, God. That's too funny.
oh,
That eye is never going to be the same.
Nope.
It's Steam thing.
It did not give consent either.
It's not what I'm on.
We're trying to help.
We're trying to help.
Promise.
seriously, guys, like NSFW just
Ratcheting up.
So someone's going to have to beer me after that one.
We're not trying to promote rape at all. Let's be very clear. We are actually trying to help.
none of this is actually sexual at all. Just pointing this out. It just sounds really bad.
It's all the minds of 12-year-olds.
Yep, exactly. That's all there is to it.
It all just sounds very sexual, and none of us actually ever left puberty.
Mentally.
Mentally, no. Yeah.
Visuals are just bad.
You can't hand me a Maharaja.
I can't.
I got a session IPA here if you want some of that. Or regular Maharaj. Either way.
So
I'm not just in Maharaja.
do I?
You need more than.
Right, and I need the high octane.
So I was probably just going to fortune rate.
That red IPA in there is pretty good.
You guys are all children.
No. After a year, you haven't
Wait,
figured
wait.
that out.
We come here for 9 hours to play a game, and you don't think we're children?
Granted, if you were be the ones, if I was on the other side of the DM screen, I'd be making the same fun.
Yes.
And more.
I have to temper you at some.
Sometimes you just gotta lead into them too.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you want to cast a spell through. Does it require you to have line of sight? Like
No. Fortune rate.
scorching.
a creature.
I'm pretty sure, like-
within it doesn't say.
Right, I understand, but like there is in a different part of the rule book, it does say in order to cast a spell, in order to target a creature, you have to be
Able.
to see like yeah. Hold on.
I mean, so you can give him like blindness disadvantage. Or I guess it's a saving throw. It's a dex, right? Or is it a targeted?
It's a target. It's a attack roll.
So it could just be like disadvantage, like firing into an invisibility.
Why am I doing that? I have to put right here.
It's a bit ambiguous with this. Is the thing you choose as a target, or you just you kind of have to make a judgment call, because some of them mean like, because normally things can't be targeted if they have like full cover,
But
because you can't.
I would treat it more like invisibility because it doesn't have cover. He just can't specifically target.
That's
well.
true, but it's also like there's essentially like a full-on wall, like a whole like between you and something. Like, can the scorching graze just ethereally go through?
Could he?
And that's why
You do want to stick your finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did.
That was my previous statement that I'm trying not to say.
Did that on camera.
You did see it though before Cole stuck his hand in there, so it could be like aimed at.
Stop talking.
Apparently,
You saw it before you stuck your hand in there. You saw it.
Oh,
Look again.
guys. But you could aim towards the area where you thought it was, right?
the best
Like-
part is
That's what I'm thinking.
You can aim towards the area. Yes, you can.
He has a general idea. He's
Yes.
just not specifically.
Of where the clitoris is.
No.
No,
General idea.
he's firing blind.
well, he might know where the clitoris is. He doesn't know where the G spot is.
He's firing blind.
All right. Okay. So kind of like children.
Disadvantage to hit
Goodness
an
gracious.
invisible creature or something like that.
Honey, am I attracted to you yet? Good God. I have a feeling this is going to ruin our love life. I'm so upset about this right now. Okay. You're going to think next time we have relations, going to be like, did you see it?
Back to where we were.
You're the one bringing this in.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah.
my
Keep the real life out.
I first had to check if I could cast a spell through it, and
Right
that
now.
worked. And so now I'm casting
Yeah.
another spell through it.
So you do intend to. Okay. That is your intention, correct? Okay.
Stop making that movement.
I just have to know. It's really important.
I mean,
Okay.
Serious stuff.
Okay. I'm
We're
going to say,
saving your life.
Cole, are you in any way attempting to stop him from doing this?
No.
Okay. You're working together in this endeavor. Okay.
Tactic. As far as you guys know, I'm broken.
It's unending. It's entirely unending. God.
I mean, we need to make a cut.
So
of this
you, as
for
the
show.
gang. Okay.
I knew it was that word.
The combat that
I can't come up with any words. I have to. I can't say it. Noelle's dead.
It doesn't help. She's been dead since the beginning. I've had way too many side comments that have just kind of
Can
killed
you
Noel.
make more noise so the camera can look at you?
You have to look at the camera to make it actually go.
Okay. Yes, you may cast Scorching Ray at the creature.
Okay.
It's dexterity saving throws then, or is it
No.
just attack rolls?
The attack roll.
Here's the deal. You cannot see the creature, so I'll make all of these attack rolls at disadvantage. The fact of even allowing you to do this is a feat. So, because you can't see it. It's tightly wrapped around.
You're
Just stop. Just stop.
Because I have to do 3 separate attacks at disadvantage.
spray and spray.
18.
Oh my god!
You did 18
the name of this episode. Because you made a prayer.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Oh,
god.
God.
Very good job.
So 18 was the first ray.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Yeah, in this form, for sure.
Keep saying this for
13 for the
Like,
second.
This isn't even my final roll.
Exactly.
13 for the second.
I mean, it's like a ghost of what it, a shadow is. It's like
13 for the second.
13 with it does not hit.
And then the other one's lower than that. 8.
8 does not hit. So the first
8 fire damage.
Oh, do you miss the other two?
Yes.
Okay. You got it. 8 fire damage. Okay.
Use this 'cause you have to roll.
Is that it then, Cole? I'm sorry, Argus. I'm sorry, both of you.
I think we've broken the deal so bad he just can't keep track of us anymore.
I just try not to have this devolve
Another
into,
innuendo
a sexual
pop in your head.
podcast.
It's not. It's just
Argus, are you
bunch of
done?
innuendos that we're all.
Are you gonna get out of the way?
I mean,
You gonna get? Oh,
You're gonna stop tacting
everything
with
I'm
me?
about to say, like, it doesn't work.
No,
No.
Yeah, I think I'm finished now.
I'm pulling out.
I'm gonna pull out first. I'll pull out my finger first, and then I'm finished now. That's my race shoot into the.
I'm dead. This is hell.
No, I can't.
I'm in hell. This is hell.
Cry.
There wasn't anything you could say.
This is the first time TJ made me cry. I had no comment. Like every word that I
Everything
could
you
say,
said,
it
yeah.
just not.
After all those comments, you're saying
when
that
you
he
beg
made
it
you
back-
cry. That doesn't work, man.
When you get backed in a corner like that, it's just like you just gotta lean in.
There's no way to phrase that. That's
Yeah.
not more.
Oh goodness gracious! So it's the creature's turn now.
This is what happens when we don't have Theo.
What would Theo do?
Shut up.
Like
Actually,
Theo's the youngest of all of us.
Theo would
He still
probably
tempers us.
Theo would probably, well, yeah, that's probably why, because he is the youngest out of all of us. So
I think
we temper a little bit.
Just a quiet sweetheart. All right, so it is then the creature's turn. The creature is absolutely pissed and livid. You can just see it log as you like kind of like glance behind you. You see it like get down, really, and does do that like type thing where it moves incredibly super scary fast, like very Resident Evil.
Gets into like a run with punch
Yeah,
and then explodes forward.
yeah. Except it's only a good like 6 inches off the ground. Its whole form is a good 6 inches off the ground. As all the limbs are just in slow motion, just go as it uses its action and its movement to move 120 feet. Gets right up to you. I believe it gets up to you.
He was only 100 feet away.
it was only
so
90,
90.
from the lectern.
Yeah,
so.
so he uses its action and his movement to get right up to you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You're confused.
Confused, but
You are confused? That's a very good question. Let me get. Do confused creatures get?
I think because on your turn you
Attack
rolled
of
the no.
opportunity.
Right, you don't.
Next to it,
It says you don't get actions. Technically, you don't take actions. Technically, your reaction is a type of actions. But this is a very good question. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, then was it going past you? Is my question.
That is its intention.
All right.
Right now, your arm's in the way. Which means,
right.
Which means a good job at you.
Or it can just. I mean, it's not real, right? And it's 2-dimensional, so it could potentially just like
Now.
it could potentially just like fold around.
In the case of the do nothing, no attacks of opportunity because you take no actions. In the case of the attack nearest creature thing, the confused creature must take attack of opportunities whenever it's eligible to do so, even if provocation comes from an ally. That make sense?
Yeah.
Seems fair to me. Okay.
So yeah, it's got 20, 30 feet even after.
Goes right for your hand, Cole,
Okay.
and grabs your hand.
Okay.
You pull it through.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to make a athletics check for me.
Do you see that it's the creature though?
I can't see anything.
Can't see
My hands in my
anything.
way.
Right.
You just feel something grab onto his
I
hand.
told Log to grab my hand, and that's the last thing I know.
Yeah.
Something through the hole grabs your hand.
Yeah. So Athletics, you say? Yay! The Twinkie Bard, who has like
Oh, it's gonna pull you in.
19.
No.
19.
Yeah, I almost never can like pass an athletics check.
You something grabs your hand and you pull. The rest of you see wrapped around, not like Venom style, but like just this hand, just the way how lanky the fingers are and the musculature. They wrap around his wrist several times as they grab it, and he pulls this thing. The whole creature doesn't come through. Like you see this like hand come through, and the expands. This fire expands as this thing comes through, and as it passes the threshold, it takes not its crotch hatch full, but this physical, sinewy, red, pink, and dark musculature form of an arm and this pointy beak that then is attached to musculature. It's like some sort of keratin or stone or metal that is made of this like spike that is its head, as it were, and comes through this. The neck is extremely long. Think of like a crane's neck, but all made out of this weird pink and red and dark black musculature. A good portion of about, like, I'm going to say a foot of the musculature and the whole beak come through, as well as like up to the elbow of the first hand comes through as you pull it through. You do have view on it. Does this look like something you'd want to shoot?
It's not log.
Okay.
17.
17 just misses.
Okay. 26.
26 hits.
For a total of 12 piercing damage.
Magical, correct.
Correct.
You see it stick into like the muscular part of it, and it just goes like its head just turns with the beak or the spike and looks at you. Granted, there's no head. It's just like this spike that just looks right at you, and it's like having a finger that looks right at you. You lose perspective of it because it's staring right at you, so you just see like the tip of a cone, but it's kind of curved. Cool. Absolutely insanely wild. For all intents and purposes, it's like half in, half out.
Yep.
The part that's half in is still cross-stitch, like sketch style. The part that's half out, well, it's a little bit less than half in out, but you understand.
Yep.
Just for mechanical purposes. Is this really weird musculature. I think guys can show you what this thing actually looks like now for the first time. I can send you guys a picture.
What the idol picture we have is?
You do have one that I sent you before of what the idol kind of looked
yeah.
like. That was a bit of a more of an artistic interpretation. This one is a little different. Granted, I'm going to be very careful with what it is that I share with you, because there's very little art of this creature.
It's one of those spells I never prepared. I've done most of those.
I'm going to share the only two remaining pictures I have of this creature. It is the look of this creature. I'm going to share this to our private Discord. Sorry for you guys watching. This is just for us. It's okay. You'll just have to do theater of the mind. You have to think that one of these pictures doesn't have, like, the legs are just like spines, kind of like spider legs. The other one does have like the hands on the ends of the legs. So kind of push these, consider both of these pictures kind of like meshed together is kind of what it looks like. Even the monsters of the Argent flame.
When it touches coal, does it react like it just looks like it's holding it? Correct.
Yeah, it's like if because of how long and spindly and sinewy and weird this hand and fingers are, and it's got like extra fingers and like extra knuckles, just by grabbing a hand that is like a human hand, just by the nature of it, wraps around your wrist several times because of how long the fingers are. And
I just mean like
But since it's me grabbing.
nothing extra weird is going on.
Because
we're gonna get to that on your turn.
Okay.
That is essentially it uses action and its movement to move. It has a bonus action.
Wasn't there some passive thing too?
Yes. Now that it is past the threshold, anybody, not you, because you're 30 feet away. Are you
I scrambled back.
Are you 30 feet away? You're 30 feet away, aren't you?
I don't know if I would run that far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
if you,
yeah,
okay.
I would probably stay.
Everybody,
Yeah.
even fucking Naslin, has to roll a wisdom saving.
He's sleeping. This was by
in the
level,
area.
so he was.
Well, remember he's on the fucking.
I mean, if it's 30 feet, that was only like 10 feet.
He was on the cart with him. Remember?
Oh yeah.
You guys are all together.
Is this a magical effect?
It is not a spell; it's an ability.
Is it magic?
It's a very good question.
That's
I'm gonna say,
not a spell specifically. Is it magic or is it?
Adam, for you, this is technically psionic, so it's
Okay.
not magic.
All right.
Remember when I talked to you about how like psionic things
Are
do
different.
cast spells, but they don't actually
Yeah.
cast the spell, which
It's a
is
different type of energy, and
Yeah.
I get that. I was just.
Yeah.
I have to ask because
Of course.
you're not going to tell me.
Yeah. Sorry.
If you don't ask, you don't know.
No. It makes sense. Yeah. This is technically psionic.
16.
It's a success.
All right.
It's a failure.
16.
Success.
11.
Failure.
More.
Yeah, you're already in. So those that failed, you're confused, as just like madness and confusion start to set into your mind. This thing is extremely dangerous.
Does Conk have to make a save? Since I technically direct
Did
him.
it say that Conk is immune to confusion?
Charmed. He's immune to charm.
That's a very good question. Because confusion is an enchantment spell. Let me just double check if it counts as a charm. It's not the spell itself, but let me just double check.
Shakar's fine.
Great. You're kidding me. What do you go, natural 20?
No, he got like a 17 on the die.
Yeah.
So Shakar's good. I'm scared.
Yeah, some wonky stuff's going on here.
Thank you.
Smacking you. Lesser restoration.
For this one, it's harder.
I double checked. Yeah, more than the same.
I think what you said was right though.
Yeah, smack.
Mention the charms. There's no mention of the charmed condition in the confusion spells
Right.
effect, so I'm
No.
gonna say
Okay, so he would have to make a save.
yes.
Or he is also confused.
Because he's technically made of magic too, so whatever this psionic thing is probably disrupting his circuits.
He rolled an 18.
Okay, he's good. All right, so who's confused? Oh, this whole side of the table.
But
Great.
Shakar.
And Cole's going to flip on me.
Boots, good luck. Great. Okay, that is. It still has a bonus action. Yeah.
When I put my hand through, I was imagining this really cool thing where I got to pull a version of Log out of his body.
It's just like a bag of holding. You sometimes hold the wrong thing.
So, good news for you guys. Technically, the confusion spell does not take effect until the beginning of your next turn. Technically, you still have reactions up until that. The creature is going to use its bonus action to
Warning flash.
turn into mist
I can't do anything. It's not attacked.
and attempt to pull the rest of its body through teleportation and misty step.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
I knew you were going
Thank
to do that.
Because
Specifically
I'm
said
just
that to you,
barely...
like, this is like your last chance.
Right, because I'm barely still going to be...
Yes, so it's Misty Step is a third level or a second level spell.
Okay,
so as a third level, it just automatically counters it. You see it. Oh wait, it's psionic. You can't counter it.
Right, well, but...
It's an innate
it-
ability, or is it?
It is a psionic innate ability.
Feature.
You do the
Not a
effect
spell.
of it. You can't counterspell psionic abilities. So yeah, it
This
just
is-
fucking does it.
So
Okay, so I would burn that spell slot, though, for Counterspell, or...
I don't think there's a spell for you to counter.
but
But she still cast it.
she still has to
Do me a
put
favor.
the-
Do roll an Arcana check.
I don't know if you can see it and cast it. You can't because he's not.
you're not actually
not
casting
seeing
a
it.
There's
spell.
no spell.
There's no,
nothing,
like...
There's nothing.
Yeah, there's no
warping
somatic, vocal, or
Right, but
components,
then
it
I
just
guess...
happens. Yeah, so you would have no reason to know to
Right,
cast counterspells.
okay, so I'll
Yeah,
negate
I'm
that.
sorry. I set you up for that. That was my fault.
I'm like, there's no way that.
Right,
yeah,
that
these are-
I would have...
These guys are insane. It's like when you fight the mind flayers and they have those psionic abilities and you can't counter their spells because it's just doing the effect of the spell without actually casting the spell.
It's like Dragonfire. It's not actually casting a cone of
It's not
whatever.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just...
It's the
So
ability that it has.
Like on your side, you see it erase itself and it just turns into this red mist, this odd red mist that feels like it's made of like crushed brain matter and all this other stuff, and then reappear right next to you, Zemdak.
Fuck.
And this thing is large. This is a large creature, 6 legs that are all like hands that hold itself up as it cracks bones that you didn't know it had, and the 2 hands that unfold with like 3 or 4 elbows outward. Is terrifying.
Since he's now on the other side of the barrier,
That's correct.
does his confusion effect still affect?
That's a very good point. Let me double check.
Might be back to normal.
I mean,
As normal as this can be.
Like, yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, wait, it's log.
Back to normal from a few sessions ago, also.
Right.
I know, we taught you the difference between 5 and 6.
And I'm not going to
You
know
can
it
now
anymore.
roll saving throws to resist it.
I thought I already was. If I
No. Those were
Okay.
what you were doing with confusion. I'm saying, like, now at the end of your turn, you can now roll saving throws to resist, to absolve yourself of the effect. Does that make sense? Because when you remain within it, it's constantly pulsing,
Yeah.
and so you don't get to roll. Just like confusion, you don't get to roll. You just are until you're not anymore.
And that's within 30 feet. So as long as... Right?
Oh wait, no. At the end of each of its turn, the affected target can make a wisdom saving throw.
so you can always do that.
Yeah, you can always do that. However, with this, is if you're staying within its radius.
Well, so should I do one for my previous turn then?
No, because you still were with. Oh no, you ran away. No, you were still within it. You were still with it. Yeah.
So wait, he
No.
only gets to save if he's out of the range?
Yes, the way this aura works is that it's constantly bombarding you with absolute madness. So unless you are far enough away from it, yeah, it's fucked. This
But-
thing is extremely powerful.
But he was far away because he came up and affected him, and then I bamped it over to...
You did. That's true. Go ahead. Yeah, you can do that then. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then that would have...
That would have.
Because that would have changed. That would have changed the number of
Yeah,
things.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead, roll your wisdom saving throw. I mean, it's reasonably decent DC. So we'll see what happens.
Wisdom save? 14.
The DC is 15. That's why you guys made it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So everything
So stay-
stays the same.
So, but now,
so close.
but now you can do it again.
Now you can do it because
right?
it's on the other side of the barrier. Yeah, it's consider this like the veil between like a bag of holding and a medemic lane, that kind of thing, as far as rules are concerned.
Yep.
Great. Cool. So like we said before, technically because there's a veil there and it's open, it's still within range, but it's now 30 feet away from that area. So you are still within it. I'll say log the extra like 5 feet you are away from the portal gets you like 35 feet away from the actual creature, if that makes sense. Cool. That is the end of the creature's turn then. Trishani, you're up. Please roll D10.
Yep.
You had inspiration
You can't use
did.
inspiration on this stuff.
on a saving throw.
On it.
But that was,
Throw you can, yes.
well, but that was, I think, after.
No, that would have been. I gave it to him after that.
Because
So.
He gave it after,
rolling,
yep.
Yeah.
So
So
but
the
on
next
this
one,
roll,
and yeah, I'll have it.
So yeah, a 2, you don't move or take actions.
Okay. But Shikar's fine.
Shikar is fine.
So Shikar.
Shikar can only do stuff if you tell him to do, unless he like would do something that you. What would you like him to do?
I mean, I feel like
Pecan, stop.
it's okay. I mean, maybe like
Sometimes she just does that.
What did you
he saw this thing come through, so maybe he'll dash away. Like,
Yeah, I'd say
okay,
fleeing
'cause that's
is
a pretty.
what the fuck? And he would just straight up. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, for sure. I'll absolutely allow. It.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll allow. Cool. Yeah, he can dash away. Great. So please roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Come on. Nope. That's a 10.
You have inspiration, or no? You don't.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Or 11. So.
Trishani, it's the end of your turn. Log. It's your turn.
So do I still roll the D10?
Roll the d10 first, because this happens at the beginning of your turn. The wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't get to roll that wisdom saving throw because you're still within 30 feet of the creature.
Right, but either way, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Am I technically considered incapacitated at this point?
No, you're confused. It just means
So
that
I'm dancing. I'm just doing a
you're
weird
still
dance.
dancing. You're just like, why am I dancing?
But this is a good deed.
Yeah.
Cool.
you're like the person that took a little
I
too
like
much
that you're
and it's like jamming out.
You have to, I'm not playing.
Oh, whatever.
You took a little too much and you're just dancing it out.
You're that person who's just dancing around while everybody's standing around in a circle.
Yeah.
The music's taking over.
Yep.
Just
5, so you don't
Dancing
move
to
or
the
take
music that
actions.
I'm not
Guys,
playing.
confusion sucks.
But now I get to do the save.
Now you get to do the same. That's correct.
Come on.
And I have inspiration this time.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't need it because that's a 19 on the die.
You got it. You're no longer confused. You gain all your faculties back.
But I can't. This is the end of
That's
my
the end of your
turn, so I
turn.
can't do anything.
Yep.
You can see us through the windows now and know what the
You let it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Boots,
I mean,
you have your turn.
does he know what happened?
Yes, it's
Well,
like,
I'd be able to see it out there now.
yeah,
You saw it.
while you're confused,
You
you're
saw
still,
it go
once
through
you
the
stop
membrane.
being confused, you are aware of everything that's transpired. Yeah.
You watched it go through the membrane.
I saw Cole pull it out.
So you potentially can get through
You
the
saw it
membrane.
like pass partially through the membrane and then disappear. But now you can see through it. It's on the inside.
and you know spells can go through.
Right.
Yeah. It's your turn, Boots.
with proof that you can reach through.
Conk, I need you. So bonus action, I'm gonna have him run over. Help me
Yeah,
out.
I assume he was.
He's gonna like flank me, essentially.
Okay, get on either side of it. You
Yep.
got it.
I'm gonna take the Kopesh. The Venom
Pray for that natural 20. Pray for that.
and Viper Kopesh, and I'm just gonna try and fuck it up. Because that's all I can do. Because I'm on my own now. That's a miss. It's an 11. Oh, do I get advantage if Conk is on flanking with me?
Yeah, for each hit.
Okay.
Roll those two different. So that was your advantage roll for the first hit.
Correct. So that's a 25.
Ouch. Did you roll a 19?
17 plus 8. Because I maxed. And 21.
Those both hit.
I don't know. We'll see what happens on my turn.
So that's a 6 slashing and a 1 poison.
6 slashing and 1 poison.
From a magical weapon.
Got it.
Another 10 slashing. And 3 poison.
So 13.
I didn't know if he was resistant to any of this. So I'm
Yeah,
giving you
no, of course.
separate.
Yes, you do see it seems far more corporeal in this form. Some things have changed.
So I think that
However,
was-
it still doesn't seem. Actually, roll an insight check for me, Boots, as you hit it.
12.
It seems a little sluggish. Like it's still getting used to.
Cool. He goes, what, 20
being
points?
corporeal.
20 points of magical damage. So,
You got it. Yeah,
and then
it's looking just fine.
Conk can take a swing at it
Okay.
with his rend.
Yes. I can.
And that is a 19.
Yes, that's it.
For 7 force damage.
7.
He's milking.
Okay.
27 points of damage.
For what good that does.
You got it. Okay. Then up next is Cole.
You said we were going to address that on my turn.
Yes. I need you to do me a favor and roll a wisdom saving throw.
16 again.
That just saves. So you do not. Can't tell you what will happen.
Did I enter confusion?
You still have partial control over your mind. This thing, the shadow part of your mind, is like, oh my god, my actual god, but also like not my god, but also like maybe a champion of my. It's like
Adoration.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And with my helping rolls, Cole's going to walk towards it with a complete adoration face going on. And that will be the end of Cole's turn.
Okay, so you're just gonna stand there confused. Okay. Argus, you're up. Roll that confusion die.
5.
No actions, no movement. Roll. You're still within 30 feet, so you. It's fucking sucks, guys.
Yeah.
You just are all just like, as just this form of sheer madness just crawls through into this plane, into this dimension. And it's, think of like that Cthulhu Eldritch Madness kind of feel, where there's a moment where you see so much more about the universe and you understand so much more as your
My mind's expanding.
Yeah, your mind's expanding, and you
Basically, why
everything's a
Cole's
smaller.
doing that right now.
Everything's a larger something, a larger version of something small. Everything small is everything is a smaller version of something large, and your mind's expanding. And then, like Flowers for Algernon style, it starts to come back, and you're like, no, and you're grasping at that like an ant, like it's seeing what a camera console would look like a security footage, and seeing this big old lever and thinking it's a monolith, and then having its perspective change and realizing, oh, it's a camera console, and these are all buttons and levers that do different things, and then its perspective slowly starts to pull back, and its understanding of that starts to fade, and you're just grasping to keep that understanding, Flowers for Algernon style, and it makes you go just absolutely mad. And that's what this confusion is rooting from. As this thing is unintentionally imparting this profane knowledge upon you, just by being within radius of you.
Cool.
Yeah,
Great.
fucked up crazy stuff. Okay,
Cole, what are you doing? Help me!
Cole's staring at adoration at it right now.
you get to so you don't get to roll your wisdom saving throw. It is then the creature's turn. The creature is going to do a thing. First thing it's going to do is it's going to stab Conk with its spike.
Well, what's going to hit him?
17 on the die. So that's a 27 to hit.
Wow.
Yep.
Plus 10 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might stay in his brain.
You had a choice?
Well, we don't know if I can jump out of it or not.
Right.
Oh, I rolled absolute dog trash, so that's only 14 damage to Conk.
You might also need like one of us reaching through to like help you.
Right.
Or you might need to reach through for us to help you.
No idea.
Spells.
But yeah, that's my plan so far. Now that I can actually do shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first thing I wrote. I was like, this is what I'm going to do.
That's going to take another attack on Conk. Another 27. Max damage. That is 22 points of damage. Conk, is he still up?
Yep.
This is
Those D12s are nasty. It's going to take its third attack on you.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Because Conk's going to do the thing.
Yep.
Only you didn't even need it. The first roll was a 12. I'll give that to you. It's fine.
Okay.
Because I rolled it before you called it, so it's fine. It's going to take its 4th attack.
Disadvantage on that.
You got it. Natural 1.
Perfect.
As it's for that, it's kind of like still getting used to this plane because it rolled a natural 1. It's going to lose its bonus action because it just isn't used to what's going on. You can see like parts of its form just like kind of almost very like Thanos snap style, like deteriorating off of its musculature. It's not used to this plane of existence. Great. That is its turn. It's going to stay where it is.
Okay.
That brings it to Trisheni. Confusion, please.
4 attacks plus bonus action plus its
2.
Guys, keep
It's
getting
still-
that. No it or movement.
And it didn't move
It
at
has,
all.
has not
so-
moved. No.
All right.
I swear
Is it just
this
one
game
that's
after how
attack things
much of a child you've been
on
sorry?
confusion? Is it just one that attacks nearest creature?
It's one. The creature uses all of its movement, moves to a random direction. Determined direct. No, that's the random direction. 7 to 8, it uses its action to make an
Attack.
attack, and
Gotcha.
9 and 10, you can just do it.
Do whatever. Yeah.
I don't think that Shakar would be able on his own to figure out to like help you in some
The
sort of
good
way.
thing about this ore is that once you have saved against it, you are immune to it for 24
Awesome.
hours. So you saved from
immune.
it, and you saved from it. So you're immune to it for 24 hours.
Cole saved from it. He's immune to it.
So you're immune to it as well.
Nice.
It's mind breaking effect. It's confusion.
Yeah.
Not
It's
its-
confusion aura.
Whatever you're in now. Aura.
I don't think Shakar would have known what to do to help in any way because he was on his own. But
I know,
did
that's what I
just
mean.
roll
Like,
my
you're not
saving.
saving from
Oh,
that.
I can't save. God damn it!
Can't
Keaton.
save yet. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks. You need to get out of here before you can start saving. And that's the thing. Is like as long as it's there, you're just
I'm still in a trance.
yeah. So you need to like roll a 9 or a 10 in order to move
away
yourself
from it.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks. It's real. It's really really bad. This creature is no fucking joke.
It's all right, guys. I'll solo it and die. That's all right.
And I'm confused. I can't.
I'll go down in a heroic death, and you guys can mourn my
What
loss.
was
mean,
it you
that
have to
sounds
roll
cool.
to hit it? Or your cock had to roll to hit it?
It wasn't.
It's 18.
Yeah.
It was 18.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just.
Log. It's your turn. It's Trishani. You just took your turn, correct?
Yep.
Alright, so I've seen spells can go through it. It is currently hexed.
Murphy dog. He's been laying on my feet this whole time.
I wasn't rolling con checks when I got hit.
Oh, you haven't taken any damage since that first mind spike, have you?
No, because he took some damage when something
Yeah,
fell
or
on
something
him
that fell on me. And,
inside of there.
Yeah. Would have had to be a 10 for your DC for both those, right? Doesn't.
You're good still.
Should only matter if you have to be hit to drop here.
No, I'm making concentrations to hold my heroic.
Right.
Well, I'm saying,
Heroes
I'm saying
and-
I wasn't making.
TJ said since I was doing multiple things on like temporary hit points on him,
Yeah.
I have to maintain it for his damage.
Okay.
But I had hex up, which is concentration.
Yeah.
And I wasn't making con
Okay,
checks.
so you would have kept that too.
Yeah.
But you get 5 temp points back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helped you with the.
Was what I was here, so I'm just going to do 2 rolls to see if I saw.
Wait, was the crush and the mind spike were on the same turn, weren't they?
Yes. Thanks.
Yeah, I saved against that already. So yeah, you still have the 5.
Yeah. But like I said, I still have to do just 2 concentrations to
Right.
see if hex is up or not, because that might change what I do. No, I don't have hex up. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do. So I can't do Dar. So I'm going to look at York and say, all right, go out, Boots, go out, Boots.
Yes.
And I'll summon the ghostly form of York.
Cool. Do you want to show them, or do you want to do it later?
So there's
Yeah.
there's the ghostly form of York,
Oh, cool.
Minion squad attack.
and there's others for the other
I
forms.
don't know if you're looking at me.
It's okay. I'll do it on the big camera. You can't really
Cool.
see it on there real well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got one for his putrid, one for his ghostly, and one for the skeletal.
Yeah,
Nice.
Cody sent me STLs of like Rip Taylor versions of some of them dead, and I printed them out.
Of course
for
you
him.
did.
This is fantastic.
So you have confetti
R.I.P.
sticks?
Rip Taylor, you're the best.
Right, exactly.
Rip Taylor, you're not dead. Somebody needs to check my apartment.
Oh, it's wonderful. Great. So you summon it. It's like, I'm here to save you.
Exactly.
Still happening.
Yeah, and then he'll try and attack the thing.
Right, because you can. What's the distance, the range in which you can summon it?
It's ways. Let me see. It's before.
I mean,
Is it
we're within
more
30
than
feet
the
of the
5
portal.
feet from you
it's,
to the
it's
thing,
90
the
feet.
window?
Has a range of 90 feet.
90 feet. You got it.
And just, yeah, in the spot I can see.
I was within 30 feet of
Yeah,
the
space I
portal.
can see within range.
Got to be like within 20 feet ish.
Plus, it also has 30 feet of movement, so.
I'll take any help I can get at this point because I don't think I'm getting anything else.
Okay.
So he's going to try and.
Not your fault.
Like special
Not your
ability.
fault. This whole thing is my fault.
So because he's a ghost, he has
Total
passage, so he
reaping
can
my own
show
consequences
and this was
moment.
I mean, like
You mean,
against
like,
the
Sokka alone for
creature.
this whole thing?
If it hits,
Yeah, that's
then the creature has to do a wisdom saving throw or be
that
frightened.
is a valid question.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know this thing is immune to fear. So,
Well, if I'd known that before, I wouldn't have done ghost, but oh well, too late.
yeah,
now.
well, you're gonna find out. Now,
Yeah.
so that's why.
How about we say Sofka jumped up and he's like guarding Naslund?
So it's a dirty 20 to hit.
She's
Jeez.
Oh right,
She was-
Sofka's here. Shit. I'll do some stuff. Don't worry about
Throw
it.
Naslin at it.
So dirty 20.
She would totally sacrifice that motherfucker.
She would not be protecting him.
oh no.
Oh no! Yeah, exactly.
Well, for all we know, Sofka's standing in a corner like this right now.
That's true.
And that's 7 damage.
Yeah.
Like the rest of it.
Okay.
7 necrotic damage.
Yes, we're the one on the damage dial.
Just like nudges Naslund into it. Oh darn!
I mean, that is totally a Sofka move.
I
right
slipped. Oops. I was confused. I blasted him with my spell. So no.
She'd just be like, "Get it, you little fucker."
You would. Oh. With how she acted,
Yeah.
she would totally take this opportunity to try and wipe him out.
Oh yeah.
She'd totally throw him back.
The only reason I didn't is because it's fucking.
Sofka would think about it and then realize that there's a bigger picture to focus on with this thing.
I'm
At least I think so.
Yeah.
I think she would
Yeah.
just be like, if he dies, he dies.
Right.
That's more of like. If
Well,
he
I
dies,
think it would be
he
more
dies.
of a crime of opportunity. Hit chick.
I don't think she would waste her action
No, no,
doing
no.
something like that.
No, but
If the opportunity comes up, she's totally throwing him
So
in front
speaking
of
of which,
us.
we went through several turns and she has not done anything. Here's what I'm going to say. She's going to do her token thing, which is transform into a mountain lion.
Yep.
Saber-tooth.
Saber-tooth tiger, and
they
just
must
do what she can do, which is straight up attack this thing. I will roll a wisdom saving throw to see if she is affected by the confusion, however.
Which she's good at, though.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Oh. So we have a confused kitty.
So most likely, I'm going to roll a couple d10 here.
wisdom saving.
That's
throw
an
for that?
8.
No, 9 and 10.
That's attack the nearest thing.
Sofka has a +8 to wisdom saving throws.
That's still a 9.
Still a 9, yeah.
No.
So that's attack the nearest thing, though.
Yes.
Which is Naslin.
Which is Naz. Well, it's actually all of you because you were all huddled there.
Around the cart.
There's 7
I'll
of
roll a
us.
d6. It's a 1. That's Naslin.
I stepped away, so it's really
Can
those.
someone tell me the attack for a
Jesus.
It's
For
over
a
there.
mountain lion?
mountain lion?
No, it's
Yeah,
a
give me 2 seconds.
saber-tooth tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger, yeah.
Enough.
Attack on the saber-tooth tiger is... action, there it is. bite or claw plus 6 to hit.
And then it's D4, D6 for.
Bite is D10, claw is 2d6.
Okay. It's a bite or a claw, right?
Yep.
You're gonna try to bite.
Yeah, plus 6.
He's just a cop.
2d10 plus 6.
1d10 per bite.
1d10
That's not very much.
Plus 5.
plus 5.
Okay, Naslin's unconscious, and she just straight up bites him in the throat. And so he was asleep, now he's unconscious.
Oops.
Oh darn.
That would actually be what Theo said after.
Okay, so we're gonna do a couple turns with them. Another confusion roll. It's a 9. Another attack.
No,
No.
9 does whatever.
Oh, it does
he
whatever it
wants
wants.
to.
Just Tiger just the saber-tooth tiger looks down and is like, and then is going to move its movement towards the creature, make an attack.
Fuck. Now that puts him in range of me.
Um, um, it's good amount of damage. It's 12 points due. Not magical though, right?
No.
So no damage.
I thought it counted as magical.
At a certain level,
At a certain level.
damage becomes magical, but I don't think he's
Yeah,
that
I
yet.
think it's 8.
I think it's 8 level. I think
Yeah.
it is because for moon
She's not
druids
there yet.
only.
I'm checking right now.
I want to say it's 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'm measure it.
Where are you? Here we go.
So it could have been this round, this level.
At 6th level, your
Six.
attack
Oh,
can be
yeah,
or
probably
count
right.
magical.
Okay, so then yes,
It does damage.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I keep my book, but D&D Beyond's a great thing. If I'm like, no, I need to find this like
Okay.
relatively fast.
We're gonna do one more turn with them. Roll another d10.
I mean, the thing hasn't been out of. It's only been out of log for
2 rounds.
a round.
well, use its turn to bonus action come to you.
Yeah,
It's only been one
it's
round.
only
Right, but then it had its turn.
Where does
So
Sokka
2
land in
rounds.
the
Right,
initiative?
that's what I'm saying. Safka
Where is she in the initiative?
was going to do something through it, but she got.
At most, she would have had 2 rounds.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Then. Okay, great. We're gonna do Safka is pretty good initiative, 16 plus whatever dexterity is.
When she regains awareness, does she get to make a wisdom save? Or is it only if she
Still within 30
leaves?
feet of the creature.
So she has to leave the aura
She has to leave
to get her
aura.
safe.
She
Even though she
used-
snaps out of it,
yes, but she used her movement to go to the creature
Yeah.
and attack it. How much movement does a Latin line after using 30 feet?
I just mean like
It
if she
has-
got her awareness back,
30 feet.
could she have tried to save? Or is it
It's a radius of effect.
okay? Yeah, I don't.
Sofka's initiative
40 feet?
plus 2.
Okay, so,
So
she is
she could have run 10 feet up.
with
slash
you. What's your
run away.
dexterity?
3, 17.
Okay, so Safka's right after.
So she has 40 feet of movement.
So she's going to use 30 movement to get to it, make an attack, and then.
Wouldn't have been
away.
30 feet. It would only been like 10, 15 feet.
No, because you were 30 feet away. Remember,
No.
Misty
No.
steps to you.
I was within its aura, so I was within 30 feet.
He
That's
was,
what I'm sa- that's
he
what I'm
was only
saying.
ever 15 feet
I
away
only
from
backed
log.
away a little bit from log.
Yeah. He was only 15
So 10 feet, 15 feet to get there.
Right, but
She's got another.
okay, because the way I had it,
She's
in my
still
mind-
within the aura.
I understand.
She is
I understand. But the way I had it in my head is that you used your movement to move 30 feet away from the portal.
No.
It came out of
He
the
doesn't
portal.
even have
He
30
didn't
feet.
do it.
Oh, you're right. You don't even have 30 feet. Okay,
No.
dude. So regardless, everything still stands because even if you
Yeah.
only move 15 feet
Right.
away,
She still has
Just
15
like-
and then only like
Just
25. So she's still 5 feet
still yeah. So she can run, do her best to
towards
run,
the edge, but not get there.
yeah, like back down the tunnel a little bit to see if she can like get away from it, but she doesn't. Quite.
She couldn't have moved towards it and away from it and gotten out of its
That's correct. That's correct. My thought was that it was 30 feet from the portal, which is why you were just outside of it because through the threshold was 35 feet.
No. It's only like 15 feet out of the portal.
Right.
But does
Plus the whole
translate
plane,
through
different planes. Too.
I don't want to mess with it anymore. So this is becoming too convoluted, so it's fine. Let's just say
We're all clustered together. Like this is a big.
They're still near the cart. You're
Yeah.
15 feet away from the cart.
Right.
You're through the thing. You're
He's on
okay.
the cart.
It's fine. It's fine.
His body is in the cart.
Plus,
I don't want to mess with it anymore. So,
Those three are all
who
still in
just
the
went?
cart.
Who just went? Other than Sokka, who just went? Okay. So, and you did a thing.
I'm at the very and I fail. Well,
So
I
long.
didn't. Yeah,
You casted your thing, your ghost.
Yeah.
You made
right.
your
And then
attack.
it was that.
Right. And then-
Right. You just did that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was
Right.
You.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
That was the last one. Right.
So
We all forgot.
So it's my turn now.
Yeah.
so it's
It is your turn. Yeah.
Well, I completely all of a
Made the
sudden
attacks.
remembered that Sofka was around.
So did 7 damage.
Right.
Yep. I have that written down. Yep. Yeah. It's still looking okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I know. I'm so sorry, Theo.
17 does not hit, right?
No.
But a 19 does.
19 does.
That's still not my critical, so I'm not doing much to it. It's the second time I rolled double ones on the damage. 7 total damage. Only 1 poison. And then Conch is actually going to heal himself. He's going to use his repair action. Give himself some hit points back. And that's my turn.
Okay.
right.
He's now Sokka's turn.
And so, just real quick with York, he does count as an ally, so
He does.
So he benefits from
'Cause he's a
flanking,
creature,
and
correct?
other people benefit from flanking.
That's
But like I think you're already flanking with
Conk, so he's like on the other cardinal.
So like Sopka and
you can have him
Right.
be whatever you want.
Well, so yeah, so basically,
Sokka ran away.
it,
yeah, that's right.
Well, plus he can pass through people.
Speaking of
and
which,
all that.
Yeah,
attack
her turn.
opportunity absolutely hits her. Can somebody keep track of her hit points for me?
As a saber tooth.
That's the same too. That's 12 points of damage to Sokka.
Well, if it had attacked Sopka, I would also have
Done the thing again?
stepped back. Like if I saw it turn to attack her as she ran away.
Okay, yeah, you can
I
you can
can-
use your movement to move on your turn because you didn't use it in your movement. Yeah.
Right. No, I'll stay up there.
Okay. Sokka's now gonna roll. She just gets stuck there. Yeah. No actions or movement. So she's stuck 25 feet away from the creature. Okay. Well, so much to keep track of. So sorry. Cole, your turn.
Alright. Rolling to see if I help or not. Cole's gonna walk up to it and go. Mentally, he's gonna link with it and go, "Why are you attacking us? Come on, I just want to help you."
You're gonna mentally link with it.
Yeah, walk up and touch it too, and just be like, "Why are
Please
you
roll an
attacking?"
intelligence saving throw.
15? Or no, 14?
15 was the DC. Cole, your mind starts to rip in twain. As you mentally link with this creature that apparently has multiversal beyond weird knowledge, and the feedback of just way too much knowledge than your brain could ever comprehend, just feeds back and causes an implosion within your mind.
Oh no. Did you come on my side of the creature? Are you like within kicking distance?
Here's how this works. This reduces you to 0 hit points. You're under my control.
Okay.
Because I'm totally kicking you in the shin if you came within range of me.
You take 20 points of
God
damage.
damn.
And that was your bonus action. You still have your action.
Alright, but that was all the damage I take.
That was all the damage you took.
Yeah, I'm still good then.
It does turn to you and like kind of put its hand on your shoulder, like you're its pet.
Oh, you're so cute. It That pain doesn't rip you out of this.
Right.
If that rips me out of it, actually.
But a spider is scary. It's scary. Like,
This thing has just as many legs.
right.
Okay.
For my action,
Yes.
I'm gonna mind sliver the beast because that pulled me out of the pain of blinking whites, but it pulled me out of my
You got it.
helpful.
Fascination.
Yeah.
I need to roll an intelligence saving throw, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
You'd be all right.
Yeah.
I discovered how well that worked. With love fucking ate it in the first place.
Where it was kept safe at the time.
All on him on this one.
I mean,
What?
we all work together.
We can blame
did.
the mind,
Yeah.
the brain dogs for.
Everyone can take some blame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a couple days ago. This is my fault. Like
Well,
I put some shit into you that fucked things up.
right.
So.
And then I stuck my hand in and said, "Log, grab my hand," and
Which is the
pulled
second time
something
that
out.
you've kind of done that, because before it was with the bag of holding and now my eye.
No, he did not.
I was
He
the
did the
bag
bag
of
of holding.
I pulled the pumpkin guy out.
No, but you pulled the fetish out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's because I couldn't pull anything else out. Wow, it's back in that wrong direction. I reached in and pulled it out. Okay.
went there?
Okay. It is a intelligence saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Well, that does that at advantage. It is a 16.
Fuck you.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
So.
Save or suck. Okay.
Does it know that you did that though?
That's on the DM on whether or not it knows.
See the beak just turn to you.
So currently we're on all 4 sides of it.
Yeah, that's how you want to be. If you want it to be in cardinal
Like
directions.
Conk and I were flanking with each other, and now I'm assuming like
Yeah, that's how you want it. I didn't know if you wanted any
Colon.
diagonals or anything, but yeah,
Alright.
however you want it.
Yeah, I just came up and probably touched it.
You got it.
For lines up it works.
that was the open spot. So I'm
Argus.
assuming you like came
Right.
around to that side.
Confusion.
8.
You attack the nearest thing to you.
Which is either
Actually, I think the
Me
nearest thing
or
to him is
Log?
Log's body.
Or
Well,
Trisheni.
you're all within 5 feet of each other.
Log or Trisheni. Right?
It's up to you. Flip coin, roll
Yeah.
die, whatever else you do.
I mean, Log's technically unconscious. So
Naslin is also
here's
bleeding
the
out.
coin is.
would you see him as a target?
Right.
When I see log of the target,
He's
I'm
just
confused. How would I
A
know?
randomly determined creature within its reach.
yeah. So 1 or 2. Pick a number for each of these guys and flip a coin.
Log.
Oh no!
What am I hitting him with?
Well, he's
It's just a melee attack.
Melee
Whatever,
attack.
yeah,
So your
like a
mace-
hammer or a
Your
mace.
hammer.
Yeah.
You had your hammer out. So
But
you
that's a
gotta hit.
different hammer. What, he's prone and incapacitated.
Which
so
would
I
be
don't know if that's
interesting,
like-
A hit equals a crit.
At advantage. Yeah, you're incapacitated, so it's an automatic crit.
Yeah. So if you hit, it's a crit.
well, if it's at advantage, that's a 17.
Doesn't matter. If you hit, it's a crit.
So crit with your hammer.
Especially since you know casting mage.
Confusion sucks, doesn't it, guys?
All right, guys, join us next week for the rebuilt Argent Flame.
For the new party,
10.
10.
I'll get 5 hit points back at some point.
Yeah.
Right?
If your concentration stays up.
My concentration's based on my own concentration plus his damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, so it's then the creature's turn.
Wonderful.
move away.
See what cool spells.
Counter spell.
I'm a half caster,
Well, even if I can't.
and you're confused.
I'm confused, and it's not actually spells; it's fucking psionics. So
Not necessarily.
All of it is silence.
Okay. You said spells, so I thought
But
he's
you
got
know,
spells.
because for lack of a better term, I can't really.
What features
It
does
does what a spell would do, but
Technically, a
psychically.
lot of my spell, like Mind Sliver, is technically not a spell for me. It's a psionic
Right.
ability.
Yeah. Okay. I need Cole you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please. As it just the spike just looks into your soul.
10.
10. You are considered charmed and dominated.
Oh, fuck.
You need my character sheet.
I'll just tell you what to do, and then you roll because you know it better than I do. Okay. That was its action.
He can't attack 4 times.
Yeah, he can't attack 4 times. That's correct.
No, I just have a bunch of, dangerous spells. And a decent number of spell slots left. So.
Bonus action.
Yeah, there's nothing really you can do.
No. Okay.
Um,
Run out of our circle of attackers.
just see like all of the fingers just slowly wrap around the back of your shoulders that come all the way down to like your chesticles and your
pectorals.
pectorals. That's how long the fingers are. Like wrapped around your clavicle, and they just go all the way down. And you see like this. Shut up. The spike just
You
like
use that
lean
word.
in behind your ear as your eyes just go. The red eyes just go a dull, like maroon, and you are completely under its control.
Okay.
That's its action. It's not going to move. It's going to stay where it is.
Of course.
Trishani.
Oh, confusion. 2 again.
Nothing.
Seriously. Maybe Shikar.
Do keep this lasts for a minute,
Okay.
so keep track of the rounds that's going on here.
Alright.
Then Shikar.
Shikar could maybe try to come over towards you because he sees you're in trouble and can't do anything about me. So, for whatever it's worth, he'll help you with however he can. Cool. That's my turn.
Log.
Right. So I've seen that spells can go through it.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple blasts at the creature through the flame. Only one of those is going to hit. That's a 10 and a 19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 19 will hit.
Fuck you. It's a 1.
1 point of damage.
Yep. But now York will take his shot.
Got it.
But now he's no longer flanking because Cole's
Not on our side. anymore.
right. So, damn.
You been hit or just gone?
Just conk.
I got this dice just for York, and it
I can survive like,
cocks without
another
like being
round, maybe.
on anything, just because of the way it's shaped.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't do
Yeah, I know.
help yet.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, Sokka's been hit too.
Okay, so that'll be an 18.
18 does hit.
So that'll be an 8.
So a total of 9 damage.
And then it's dominate a concentration?
I'm going to do that.
So I can free you, buddy. Or I'm going to kick you in the shins so hard,
Let's do it twice. Yeah.
your kids are going to feel it.
Well, succeed.
Your theoretical kids will feel it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's mine and York's turn.
My turn.
Yes.
I'm
Right, hit it.
Yep.
Congo dancing.
23.
Yep.
15's not going to hit though. Only 2. Or only one of those hit. 8 total damage from that strike.
that your whole turn then? You haven't conked.
Conk's gonna attack too. That one hits. Yeah, 20, dirty 20.
Okay.
D8. Yeah, max damage. 11 force damage.
Got so a total of 19.
Yep. 2 more con saves. Only got to be 10 on both of them.
First concentration check fails. You're no longer dominated.
I think that was the biggest win so far.
2 on the die.
I'll take it.
Just what you needed.
I'm
to
just
do.
picking
It's got
away at it.
Massive bonuses. Yep.
Am I doing damage?
You guys are all doing damage.
picking away at it?
It is.
Yeah.
Um,
I just
so great.
kind of out here.
Anything
My-
else?
This is the level of a painter.
no, that was on my.
Like basically fighting Grandpa Cruel's house. Like,
Another
But with
2
half of us
for-
being
for
just
Sokka, so she
fucking
doesn't do
stupid
it.
right now.
yeah.
Yeah, she stands there.
Confusion.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Fighting from inside my brain.
Cole, you are no longer
Through a-
dominated.
Yay!
Window.
But you know that it tried to take you.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, that's not as much deterrent with Cole as you think, considering.
Yeah, because he kind of wanted to be part of it to begin with.
I mean, he's kind of already been taken over partially.
Yeah.
That's. So let me. Actually, sure.
It hasn't been as friendly towards you as you've been towards it.
Yeah.
So
Yay!
that's all I'm saying.
Cole's gonna look up at it and go, "Thank you," and then cast cloud of daggers on it.
Of course.
At 3rd level.
But
Okay, so at its turn, it'll take some damage.
Yep.
Okay, Argus.
I just love that. Of course.
Come on, confused little boy. Little man.
Two.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, it's better than attacking somebody.
Are
Okay.
you like? Can I say that I'm trying to get you to?
How much damage did the creature
like,
take?
just like,
Let's take
yeah,
that by
don't you do it?
Cool.
Did you roll
Damage.
that concentration check for his heroism?
Right.
I didn't take damage.
You still have to roll it every time it's got.
He didn't take damage.
You still have to roll
You
it.
told me damage.
No.
You told me if he takes damage, I have to concentrate on his.
It's 10, or if it's more than that, if he takes damage.
Because he hit me when
Because
his
it's
confusion.
wonky and it's weird. That's why I made you roll concentration at the top of any of his turn. It's fine. It's only a 10. Just roll.
I was only rolling if he took damage.
No, it's all the time. Because the spell is not being used the way it's intended to be used.
16.
16. You're fine. So you get those.
Okay. So it's not if he takes damage. It's just at the top of his turn.
And if he takes damage that would be halved are greater than 10, then your DC heights. Does that make sense? So if he took 22
So I have to
damage,
concentrate on it both if he takes damage and at the top of his
because
turn.
the spell you combine
and if
spells.
I take it.
No.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, this sucks. I hate this.
To be fair, we're dealing
Stop
with
concentrating on this spell, goddamn.
we're dealing with shenanigans shit
Yeah.
here. It's going to get
Yeah,
complicated.
you guys did some really weird shit. Just roll what I tell you to roll, so we can move forward.
Rolled it. 16. He's
You're
good.
fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
17. 17 damage on that cloud of daggers.
Whoa, that's a pretty good amount of damage.
There's a reason I like this spell.
If it works.
Remove.
Ab and I are on one mind on this one.
No, this is a good because it'll cause him to
Well,
move.
here's the thing: is if it moves, 1 reaction, 2
4
reaction.
opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Right.
3
That's a good point.
opportunity attacks.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of have it between a rock and a hard place at the
Yeah.
moment. Wild how this is slowly turning like this. Okay.
Not the first time we've done
It
that.
is its turn now. I constantly have to keep referencing this because there's just so much it can do.
Great.
Yeah.
It's gonna pull out a big gun, and because it recharges. As a bonus action, it's going to look at the one that appears to be doing the most damage to it at the moment. I believe it's you.
Probably.
And it's going to use its Induce Madness ability. I need you to roll a Wisdom saving throw. If you fail, you get a permanent madness.
14.
That just fails.
Oh no. Mad Artificer.
Because it's
I
not
have to go
magic.
get my DMG real quick. Hello, all. We're going to end the episode here as we didn't expect this combat to go on for this long, and it got a little bit more confusing than we intended. So, just for brevity's sake, we're going to keep this episode short, but make sure you head on over to the next episode to find out what Boots/Zemdek's new madness is. See ya, and stay safe out there.